Presentation of SPX. I am Joe Reichert alongside Tristan Otto, and just a note, ladies and gentlemen, we actually did run an entire pregame show down on the field with the Marist commentators. It was a good one indeed, but it has not been prepared in time for the beginning of this. You would miss part of the game, so we are going to go ahead and show that during halftime, but we thought that we should fill you guys in before the game, and so you know at least what's going on. So Tristan, tonight, it is the renewal of a rivalry that has gone dormant for 5 years.
Yeah, it is a big game tonight. Last time these teams met was in this stadium. Trey White, one of the best quarterbacks to come through St. Pius, was just a sophomore, led St. Pius to a huge victory, 28-3, in a game in which Marist was on their home turf and favored by double digits. So there's a lot of, hate to say it, but there's kind of some hatred in the air for this one. Real competitive game we're looking at tonight, and it will be a very good one.
Yeah, Marist has got that overall record by pretty considerable margin. They're 30-15-3 ever since the team started beginning playing, and in the last 30 years, they have just really dominated, 26-3-1. But St. Pius has got a 2-year win streak on their back. They've won the last 2 meetings, and you mentioned, Tristan, that one, 28-3 was the last one. We'll see here tonight, though, Tristan, because Marist, they are undefeated on the year, and they have got a really good offense.
Yeah, we talked about it in our pregame, which you guys will get to see at halftime, so you'll get this breakdown once again. But Sam Feltz, their quarterback, big senior, 6'2", 184. And they also have a fullback, number 42, Ian Gibson. Smaller guy at 5'9", but comes in at almost 200 pounds. And like we talked about, Joe and I, earlier, was they have the ability to throw the ball and run the ball, which is deadly with this triple option. So I know we've said it, but when they drop back to pass, it's almost like a trick play out of this triple option. But really look for Gibson, Feltz, and King, who is just coming back off of injury. Basically, he's 100% for the first time this season playing in this one. And I think they are expecting him to make a huge contribution. Some big guys up front, too. Shortest guy on their line is about 5'8", but comes in at almost 200 pounds, so bigger guy. And key player to watch on that line, number 75 left tackle, Sage Harden, 6'6", 272 pounds, just committed to UGA earlier this year. He is a big boy, and look for him to make some plays. But this Marist team, they run a familiar offense, as we have seen with that triple option.
I think so, yes.
But I think it's going to be a struggle for the Pius defense tonight.
Yeah, we'll have to see, too, because with that, we'll see the play calling of legendary Marist coach Alan Chadwick in the halftime. You'll see an interview with him that the Marist students conducted over there. So we'll see the play calling, both run the option, but both run it in sort of different ways. The Marist doesn't really run the counter that much as St. Pius does, and they do throw the ball a lot more passing attempts per game, and the quarterback, as you mentioned, Feltz is going to drop back more than Reed Egan will. And that's going to bring us to the St. Pius offense. We've seen Reed Egan here the last 2-3 weeks really start to settle in. Once Ransom Klinger got hurt, he had to move to that quarterback position, and he has definitely done a heck of a job leading the Golden Lions to 3 straight region victories after they dropped the first 2 of the season. And then once they got Ransom Klinger back, as we saw last week, he was out and he was deadly. But also, Joey Connor's been involved at that running back position, and we are going to see what their combination is here tonight. And for those of you wanting picks, those will be also at halftime in the picks, and it'll be kind of interesting to see based on, we'll already see the first half of play, so we'll see how accurate our pregame was.
Yeah, I think the first half is really going to set the tone for the whole game. We always talk about St. Pius running that triple option, trying to wear down the defense so they can score in the second half, but we're going to see the same thing on the other side of the ball. So both teams, I think, it's going to be who can run faster than the other third and fourth quarter, definitely, but a big lead in this first half can mean a lot because, hate to say it, but in a rivalry game, you can sometimes break the will of your opponent fairly early. And that's more in the case of Marist. They can break the St. Pius will extremely early in this one. We've seen them give up St. Pius early in a couple games, most notably Woodward and BT.
Yeah,
they
definitely
just got down early and really could not get anything going on the offensive side of the ball, so their defense was out on the field for about 3/4 of the game. So Marist, St. Pius has got to shut them down early. They cannot let Marist establish themselves as the better team. Otherwise, it is going to spell trouble for the St. Pius Golden Lion football team.
So just some players of the week for you last week, and it was definitely a contribution from Dalton Wilson. He won Offensive Player of the Week. Defensive player went to Brennan Fitzpatrick. Your two-way player, Grant Holloman, and your special teams player, Nick Jones, for that week. And the scout team also doing a good job. You know, that scout team most likely underlooked, but definitely those players doing a great job to help get that first string up. The scout team players were Brooks Amoroso, Anthony Jones, Charlie Mackey, and Jack Whitley. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been your Russell Athletic pregame show, a modified version, because you once again will see the full pregame at halftime, but we also have a full standard time interview this week. So we are going to go ahead and send it on over to standard time. Ladies and gentlemen, back in the Situation room here. It is a Thursday, the day before one of the most important games here of the season. And Coach, I'm liking the sweater vest combo today. You're looking very good as well.
Thank you. My wife dressed me this morning.
Oh, okay. I see. So when you're going up against Marist, you know, you might not want to blink because they run the option offense too. So what is the game plan going to be with you both running the option and them both running the option?
You know, we are mirror images of each other offensively in a lot of ways. Obviously, the key to trying to slow down, I don't know if you ever stop a team totally like Marist, but to slow them down, you got to play assignment football. I know that's cliche, but that's exactly how they operate. Is they take advantage of your mistakes. We've gotten film from them we've been playing them since 2001. They're doing almost the exact same things then. They have a system and they do a great job at it. So you got to play assignment football. You got to have a guy on the fullback, guy on the quarterback, guy on the pitch. And on the backside, you got to be ready for their counter plays. They don't do a lot of them, but when they do, they usually have you exposed because you're not in place where you're supposed to be, and they end up with a really big play there. The other thing, too, is in the secondary, you got to do a great job of being ready for play action pass. So those are the keys is trying to slow them down, is making sure you play your assignment and not do somebody else's assignment. So that's the things we've been working on.
Yeah, that's definitely key to the option. I mean, when you guys run the option, you can see it's so effective if you mix in that pass and then throw in those counters. And Marist is that explosive offense. They put up 60 points against Redan, 53 a couple weeks ago. So on that defense, you talked about assignment football, but what else are you guys gonna have to do to slow down their?
Well, you know, I think that the other part about that is that we got to try to keep the football. You know, that's always been our game plan each week is ball control. You keep the football and keep our defense fresh. Eat up the clock, you know, and obviously score points with your possessions. But time of possession is really key here. We can't have a lot of 3 and outs, you know, and keep their offense on the field and keep our defense on the field. So those are the keys, you know, and we're going to mix it up some. You know, we got to be able to throw the play action pass and to get the ball to some of our other running backs.
Yeah, definitely. And on the offensive side of the ball, I believe Jack Gray sustained an injury earlier this week. So what is his status going in?
Jack will not be able to play. He's got a possible concussion, but he will not be in this week. Other than that, and Jack's done a great job for us, and we're going to miss him dearly. But somebody else will step up as they have during the season, and we've had a lot of injuries this year, more so than in years past. But everybody is ready to play. Now, we do have some guys with some little sickness running through our team. We got a couple of guys with like a virus of some type, so hopefully by Friday they'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I assume so. And Coach, you know, maybe decades ago, or I know you've seen a lot of football games in your career, but do you remember ever playing Marist when you were in high school and the intensity of it?
Yes, I do. I remember. Unfortunately, I was the first class to go through St. Pius to never beat Marist. So that's not, you know, something that me and my classmates aren't very proud of. But our senior year, we played Marist in a classic game. They beat us 3-0 in a driving rainstorm where we had a couple long runs called back. It was over at Marist. They tried to stop the game at halftime, and our head coach, Coach Maloof, wouldn't allow that to happen. And so we played the rest of the game. And we lost 3-0, and it was very, very heartbreaking loss for us. Marist went on to play for the state championship that year. They got beat. But we went to the playoffs, which was the first time in several years that we had been a playoff team. And so we had a good team under Coach Maloof, and that was a heartbreaking loss. But it was a classic, and just like some of the games that we've had during our time here as a staff. But yes, I do remember those games, and they were very, very intense, absolutely.
All right, Coach. Well, definitely a good story indeed, and best of luck here as you renew the rivalry and maybe another classic Marist St. Pius game on Friday
Absolutely.
night.
Thank you, guys.
So, ladies and gentlemen, returning here, we just had a perfect national anthem from both St. Pius and Marist bands, and a perfect prayer from Father Michael Silloway, the chaplain at St. Pius. We are now 6 minutes from getting this one underway. Both teams are about to come and break the banners. And Tristan, one of the things, I'm really feeling it for senior Jack Gray in this game.
Yeah, you know, I don't think really anybody knew that he was not even going to play this week. Apparently he had concussion-like symptoms after practice Monday. Coach Standard held him out of practice Tuesday, Wednesday, told him he would not be dressing for this one. So he made it through the week, at least school-wise, but he did not practice other than Monday, and he's not dressed out tonight, and I don't think he could be more upset. Talking to Nikki, his lady friend, before the game, she said he was just devastated that he wasn't going to be able to play, and this was sudden. This was news to all of us. We saw him, warming up basically in khakis and his jersey. So it was startling news. Really didn't know that he had the concussion-like symptoms, and that is a huge loss to this receiving corps.
Yeah, so we're going to have to rely now. Coach Standard said it in the pregame show, as you mentioned there, or as we saw there, pardon me, that when one guy falls down, another guy has to step right up into that position. So here we go now, the St. Pius team getting ready to come out onto the field here for a renewed rivalry.
Yeah, I think the big thing tonight, that captain leadership. For this game tonight, we will have a couple familiar faces from the opener. Coach Standard usually likes to get different captains every week until you get to the playoffs. But I think because this game was so important and it was Marist, he chose seniors number 46, Forrest Whitlark, number 42, Dalton Wilson, number 54, Luke Stokes, and junior number 55, Chris McNulty, to serve as his 4 captains for the night. That is just an absolutely incredible honor for those 4 players to not only get to play against these guys, and for 3 of them, their last time stepping out, really getting a chance to play Marist in their last high school season. And then you have the young guy, Chris McNulty, and I know these guys are leaders out on the field. But they are going to have to get this St. Pius team fired up tonight. There's going to be a lot of energy out there on the field, and we talked about it on the ride over here. Might be some scuffles out on the field, but
maybe
it is going to be a very heated ball game.
But yeah, both these coaches, the legendary coach Alan Chadwick and Paul Standard, they teach discipline and fundamentals to their guys. So it'll be interesting to see. Both teams are going to be very disciplined. You got to be disciplined to run an option. Coach Standard talked about it. It's going to be assignment football. In practice, I went to practice Wednesday. They were practicing without a ball. They were just basically, Coach Stewart and that defensive corps was drilling into the guys who's got who on the option. That middle linebacker really is what that quarterback is seeing. If he commits to the pitch outside, boom, you hand it up the middle. If he's running for that fullback, you got a quarterback keeper, got the pitch. So it is going to be interesting to see. And for the Marist side, looks like we got captains number 42, Ian Gibson, that big-time fullback. Number 16, Sam Feltz. We got number 69 out there. Believe that is Matt McBrien, pardon me, that's number 43, Dean Colton. And our 4th and final captain is eluding me as Luke Stokes is blocking the view. We'll have to see who that is. And now the coin toss is going underway.
Yeah, I think that, the key to this game is going to be whoever gets the ball first. They are going to set the tone for the entire game. If defense can come up with a big stop on this first possession, that will, I think, speak to how this game is going to go.
Yeah, Tristan, since both teams run the option, make sure you don't blink at home because this game might go by that fast with both teams. So I believe that final captain was indeed number 69, Matt McBrien. So we will see here which team won the toss and who's going to get the ball first. About a minute and a half now as both teams are getting fired up for this one and about to break through the banners.
Yeah, and the crowd is finally starting to fill out. I know some people were getting a little bit worried, myself included, when stadium looked pretty empty at about 7 o'clock. People were saying, we're going to have upwards of 12,000 at this game. I don't think we're going to reach that number quite, but there are people starting to have to stand because they're running out of sitting room in the stadium. So I think everybody in this stadium, cheerleaders, players, fans, coaches, band members, they are all excited.
Now once again, 11 Alive game of the week here at Marist. So here we go, St. Pius banner going up as the fans are starting to get into it here on this October 10th at Marist.
Yeah, you can hear the excitement, you can hear the noises, and St. Pius busts through the banner. Yells coming from everyone. Marist getting ready over there to bust through the banner. You can see them fired up behind that banner. They are excited. Their fans are waiting for them right out in front. I think everybody's ready for this one.
Oh yes, this is definitely one of the biggest games in all of my high school career.
Here we go, Marist getting ready to bust through that banner. Like we said, this is what Friday night lights are supposed to be like. Stadium is filled, and everyone is just getting pumped for this game. It has been the talk of St. Pius, and I would assume Marist all week. Some people have been waiting 5 years for this game to come back. That is just how important this game is to both the Marist and Pius communities, and there goes Marist through their banner.
They got a little, it is a sea of white over there. Marist going with a whiteout tonight. They shot like a powder gun off of there going with white, and over here it is a blackout and a camo out for the seniors as St. Pius tradition has long stated.
This is it right here. I know people have been waiting for this day all season. We are finally here Friday, October 10th.
Well, here we go. I believe St. Pius did lose the toss, and they are going, or I believe Marist did defer to the second half.
So we will see Klinger, Connors, and Spear. A couple new faces back there. We usually see Gray on the kickoff, but like we said, he is not active tonight. Concussion-like symptoms.
So here we go now. I believe it's number 11. That is Joey Goggle on the kickoff. And in practice, or pardon me, in pre-games, we saw him warming up, and he has got a similar Nick Jones type leg. He can boom it off the tee.
Yeah, we saw him kick a couple of field goals from about midfield, so we'll see if any of the St. Pius returners will get a shot at this one, or if this one's just going straight into the end zone.
Here we go. Friday night, everybody fired up here. Similar to a college-like atmosphere. Goggle is ready. He's got the hand up. Mayor's fans cheering. St. Pius fans cheering. And here we go. Underway for the first time in 5 years as this one will be hammered into the end zone.
Kind of an anticlimactic beginning.
Oh, man.
But heck of a kick there.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
That was just a rocket there from Joey Goggle. Sent that one right into the end zone. But St. Pius, here we go. The young gun, number 18, Reed Egan, taking over at his own 20. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he is shaking out there a little bit.
Oh,
I don't think he's played in front of a crowd anywhere near this big in a game that is nearly as important as this one.
Yeah, he's got a lot of eyes on him tonight. So it is Klinger out wide, Connors to the near side. Klinger in motion. They're going to go up the middle, and a good job by the St. Pius defense to limit Wilson. He's going to get around a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
I think they may give him 3, but maybe 2.5, somewhere around there. Not much. Dalton Wilson himself said he does not expect to be a factor on the offensive side of the ball this time. That defense is going to crash on Wilson every time, regardless of whether he has the ball or not, because that is just how key he is to this rushing attack.
And here we go. Kind of a jumbo package formation. So Connor's going to go to counter option now. A good pitch. The pitch is on the ground, and Klinger just is going to fall on that. That was a good job. I believe that was linebacker number 43, Dean Colton, one of the captains, played Egan perfectly there, read him like a book, and a good job by Klinger to fall on the ball.
Yeah, really just, Egan did not look comfortable from the beginning. Looked like a little bit, almost like just didn't look like that play developed the way he thought it was going to. Someone was there to meet him, and he pitched it just a little bit too late. Pitch was low. Klinger did a good job of maintaining possession, but set up a long 3rd and 12.
There we go, 3rd and 12. They're just going to go power option formation, see how aggressive Coach Standard is with his play calling early in the game. And now, already early on, already a minute and 20 seconds into the game, Coach Standard is going to take an early timeout.
Yeah, you know, we've seen it all year. He is not afraid to use his timeouts early in the game, and I think they just want to talk things over. They got to figure out whether they're going for the first down here, if they're just going to try and pick up some solid yardage. Would be surprised if they go to the air this early in the ball game. So they may stick to the ground game. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We know that they are big up front, this Marist team. They have Matt McBrien. He is key on the defense. A couple other very big players that are central to this front four, and really linebacker core as well of this Marist War Eagle team. But nevertheless, big 3rd down, just the 3rd play of the game, and it's a huge one. 3rd and 11, really more like 3rd and about 12 here from the St. Pius 18-yard line.
So here we go. Pius has only attempted to throw the ball 19 times the entire year. So same formation out there. It's Connors and Klinger. Dalton Wilson in the backfield. Pius has got 9, or pardon me, Maris got 9 in the box. Go with an end around to Connors. Connors trying to break it outside. There goes Connors. He's got room to run. And I believe Connors is going to be hit hard by number 34, Griffin King. But a good play call indeed, as the end around is good enough for a St. Pius 1st down.
That was great heads-up running there from Connors. Didn't try to bust it up too soon, really waited on his blocks to give him a crease on the outside and just exploded. 12-yard pickup, 1st down. Here we go.
Michael Bresnahan now is split it on the outside. Egan's got the play call. Power option formation. Here comes Connors in motion. This time it's a good job by number 32. We just mentioned his name. That is Jack Kratzenberg. Big time senior starter, and he makes a great read as he just burst through the line to take down Egan. A good 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that play has not worked. They've tried it twice now. That little option to the left, just not developing. Egan doesn't have any room to run, and a pitch would be maybe losing even more yardage. So we'll see what they go to here. Big 2nd and about 15 and a half, so we'll call it 2nd and 16 here.
So Brennan Garrison in now at wide receiver. And already another timeout by Coach Standard. I think he's looking at that play clock, and that play clock seems to be vanishing down to 0 within seconds to him. So that is 2 timeouts here on the first drive of the game. And that is very crucial, because if he gets a big time play here later on in the first half, he's not going to be able to talk it over.
Nope, he is really digging himself a hole by using 2 this early, and yep, the play clock is running down on every single play for the Golden Lions.
Yeah, so he's got 1 timeout now in his back pocket. We're going to see now what they had discussed. The last time he called the timeout, they got a bunch of yardage. 2nd down, 16.
Here we go, 2nd 16. Ball on about the 26-yard line.
Brennan Garrison now at wide receiver. We're going to send Dalton Wilson out wide. Here's Connors in motion. We're going to go with a pass play. Egan running out to his left. He fires. He's got a man open. That is Cameron Fannin with a first down. So Cameron Fannin, the tight end, coming around, swinging it over, and that's another first down for the Golden Lions.
Yeah, it looked like Egan's first look there was Wilson, see if he was open out in the flat. He wasn't. Let the play develop. Fannin came open across the middle, hit him. Big pickup there for the Golden Lions. 1st and 10, just about at midfield.
There we go, one wide receiver out wide. That is Michael Bresnahan. Here is Connors in motion on the left. They're going to go option play here. There's the pitch outside to Connors. Connors got some room to run, and he's going to get a good gain of around 9. So a good decision there by Egan to pitch it outside. And that is a good 9-yard gain on first down. So now we see big number 78 for Marist. Or pardon me, 79 for Marist. Jack Trainer check in, and my goodness, he is a big man. So he's going to play that nose tackle position, try and get a little bit more penetration up front.
Here we go, St. Pius, solid drive so far, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4, I believe. Connor stepped out of bounds a little short where he went down. So here's Connors in motion this time. Good penetration there. Egan making something out of nothing there. As I believe a good decision by Chadwick to bring in Trainer on the defensive line, as one of the offensive linemen, it might have been Stokes, was blocked into Egan. And so the offensive line out there, it looks like Stokes, Nelson, McNulty center, Colin Boyer, and London Lewis. So that's your offensive line. So big 3rd down here. 3rd down and 4. St. Pius offense right in front of us. 2 wide receivers set. They're going to go with pitch to Connors. Connors trying to fight for some yardage, trying to get outside. A good swarming job by that team. And that was a very good play by one of the quarterbacks. He really got up into the backfield, and Connors was really indecisive there whether he or not he wanted to cut back to the middle of the field or take it all the way outside.
They really didn't have much running room at all, so didn't lose any but didn't gain any either, so the Golden Lions will be forced to punt. Still a fairly solid drive to open up the game, but nevertheless do not want to have the offense off the field with no points on the board after the opening drive.
Here's long snapper Matthew Copeland on. Punter is Michael Matthews. That is 34, Griffin King back on the punt return. Snap is a little low. But a good punt and a nice punt by Michael Matthews. It's going to be close, but he kicked it into the end zone. So a good punt, though, from Michael Matthews. That one traveled a distance of around 52 yards in the air. So you mentioned to me before, Tristan, we might see a very low-scoring game. I believe Coach Stainer talked about it in his Standard Time pregame interview, that the last time he played a game, Marist ended up winning 3-0. So that might be the story here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know about that. It might be a little bit more high scoring than that one, but yeah, defenses have big tasks on both sides of the ball. The key is going to be the Pius secondary.
So here is Feltz now, first drive. They're going to go with an option, and Feltz is going to be taken down. A good tackle there. That was number 2, junior Winston Ostricker, getting out on the play. And already you can see Feltz has got great acceleration coming out of that read option.
You'll have to see if Wilson is going to check in. I think Ostricker, they're going to put him in to give Wilson some rest, but don't expect Wilson to be on the bench for very long. He wants to be out there.
Yeah, your linebacker core is O'Reilly, Ostricker, and Whitlark. So here we go, 2 wide receivers out right for Feltz. Feltz is going to go with the quarterback keeper, and a good play up the middle there from the line. So already the St. Pius defense is doing a good job of limiting Feltz to minimal yardage. So first 3rd down of the game is 3rd and 6. But keep in mind that this Marist team will not hesitate one bit to throw the ball.
No, I don't know if they're going to go with it this early in the game. They might save it, but Yeah, they have no issues putting the ball in Phelps' hands and letting him throw it.
So 2 wide receivers out right, man in motion, they're going to go with a toss. And that is going to be a good pursuit from the St. Pius defense. And early on, a big 3rd down stop, as already they're starting to get into it a little bit down there on the field. But nevertheless, a great opening drive from the Golden Lions to force this Mayor's team to go 3 and out. That was number 21, Cameron Pearson, on the carry.
Yeah, just good team defense. Swarm to the ball. And here we go. We'll get to see St. Pius take back over on offense. Well, maybe not. Looks like they're bringing the offense out. Oh, no, it is the punting
It is the
unit.
punting team, yes.
So looks like Marist is very confused as to what they're doing here. I think Pius is just as confused as Marist is. Needed another player out there, but Connors is deep to receive.
Yeah.
First punt of the night for the Marist War Eagles. Here we go.
And they definitely packed his punt blocking. This one's going to be close. And that's a good spiraling punt. Connors just going to watch that one. And he's going to take it now. And Connors was swarmed there by 8 or 9 guys on the punt block as they let the guys go free. So they could have given forward progress at the 31. A good punt by Marist, switching the field position back to the St. Pius 29. And 5:43 here into the game. Reed Egan will have his second chance on the offense.
Yeah, I think that was a very good. We just lost everything. We don't have sound. All right, and here we go. Not sure if you all can hear us out there, but St. Pius does have the ball at about their 31. I think maybe a gain of 1 there by Holloman on the end around. Here we go. Regan out wide, passing again. Flag is down. Looks like that'll be holding, so play will not really matter in the end. Flag is down. Given where it was thrown, I would almost guarantee that one is a holding call.
Yeah, so good job there by our technical producers. We lost sound in our own ear headphones there for a minute, but a great job by this crew that we have brought here along tonight to get it back for us. So as you mentioned there, that's going to be a holding call, I believe, definitely on St. Pius.
Yeah, and I think that, I was about to say it right before we got cut off. Great. I think that was a good decision to go for the punt block there. You know, you have Marist pinned pretty deep in their own territory and really almost got the blocked punt. I think both coaches are going to have to take some risks in this game if they want to win. We've seen a couple passes early on, which is about as risky as Coach Standard gets. That one did not quite work out for him. We'll be about 2nd and 20 here, maybe from the 17, maybe 2nd and 19, but a long way to go.
And the official count 2nd and 23 here, following the holding call. We'll see the type of play call here. It is Brennan Garrison out at wide receiver to the right. Power option formation. Here's clearing going around. We're going to throw the ball here early on. And there's a throw that is caught by number 3, Grant Holloman. A good play call and early on. Very aggressive play calling from Coach Standard as he's thrown the ball twice, and it has worked twice.
Yeah, you know, that one almost a little bit left Holloman out to dry as one of the linebackers was able to come over and really pop Holloman, but who's already falling out of bounds, popped right back up, no harm, no foul. And that makes it a very manageable 3rd and 6 here, gain of about 17 on the pass.
So big 3rd down and 6 here. That is Connor Hill out to the right. This time they're going to go with a fake to Holloman. Holloman trying to hurdle somebody, but a good tackle by number 44. That is Adam Smith. Great tackle there on Holloman, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, you know, he got the hurdle, definitely hurdled the player that he was trying to, but was hit immediately after. Brought down, got back to about the line of scrimmage, so St. Pius will have to punt it away again. We'll see, now we'll really get to see Matthews test his leg. Tried to pin him deep last time, but this one he can just launch and hope that Connors and Spear can get down there.
So Griffin King back on the return for Marist. Good snap this time from Copeland, and the punt is a good one, end over end. And this is going to take about a St. Pius hop there, but that's a good punt from Matthews. That's going to force Feltz in this Marist offense all the way back to the 25. And we are going to see now the second drive of the game for Sam Feltz.
Yeah, you know, there we saw him. It is number 34, Griffin King. Talked about it in the pregame. You guys, once again, will see that at halftime. He is back and supposedly 100% healthy after a knee injury, I do believe, last season. So he is back and 100%, and we'll have to see if he makes any more contributions. We've seen him as punt returner. I assume he kick returns as well and is in the backfield.
The big left tackle, you can see him, Sage Harden there, and that's going to go quarterback keeper. Good job by Feltz using his legs to get up the field. As we can see there, that's more of a Georgia Tech style play call right there, to fake to the fullback as your lead blocker and then follow him straight up the field and get positive yardage. So a good play call there from Alan Chadwick, and that is going to be very close to a Marist 1st down.
Yeah, and Feltz there lost his helmet, so they're going to have to bring out a backup quarterback here. That'll get the play clock running. We'll see if they can get this play off in time, but it looks like it's going to be number 16.
It is Feltz.
It is Feltz. He just had to snap his helmet. No, that is number 18, actually.
18, yes.
Jack Dinges.
So Jack Dinges now getting the play call. They actually went up the middle there. That's going to be close. Just trying to get a short yardage situation.
Yeah, I think they really just didn't want Dinges to have to do anything too crazy. Just give it to the fullback. Let Feltz come back onto the field when he gets his helmet situated. But it looks like, oh, he did get his helmet squared away, and Dinges is going to come back off. So got in for a play, handed it up the middle, did move the chains. So 1st and 10 here for the Marist War Eagles. Younger brother.
So here we go now, first and downs for this Marist team. Power option formation, one out to the left. They're going to go the pitch there. That's Pearson. Pearson running. He's going to get up the field there. Good job by Pearson. They get to around the Marist 43, 44-yard line.
Yeah, you know, we were just talking about it for a second, but Jack Dinges is actually the sister of one of our senior cheerleaders. We featured her, I believe. Oh, brother.
Brother, yes.
One of our senior cheerleaders. I think we featured her either the 1st or 2nd week of the season. Lauren Dinges, I believe he's a sophomore over at Marist, and he just got in for his first varsity snap in one of the biggest games, you know, of his season.
There's a counter option right back up the middle by number 34, Griffin King.
Once again, that one will move the chains, but we see number 42, Dalton Wilson, check in at that Mike linebacker position.
There's some substitutions now. Number 82, Christopher Martell in, along with number 70, Kevin Coughlin. They're going to send Martell out wide at the wide receiver position. Pearson is near side. King is far side. Here's the pitch. They're going to go a fake play, and that is Martell making the catch, and already some trickery here by Alan Chadwick. The old pitch and throw. Good job, the lefty, Griffin King, doing a good job, and that will move Marist all the way down to the St. Pius 29-yard line.
Yeah, great call on the half-back pass there. Really caught St. Pius off guard. Grant Holloman did do a good job of staying with his receiver close enough so that he was not able to really bust off a bigger play. So down to the St. Pius 29, 1st and 10.
So Will Varala out wide. Here's a give up the middle, and that's going to go for about 2 or 3 as Ian Gibson. Howard ahead. That's going to bring up 2nd down and 7. Already winding down here in this first quarter. 1:15 left on the clock. as it seems like we just blinked and already the first quarter is over.
Yeah, I heard you say Varala. I know he is a sister of one of the Marist volleyball players. We got to call
Oh, yes.
the Marist St. Pius
interesting.
volleyball game a couple weeks ago. So, always fun up here in the booth.
Amazing the relationships we see here. So 2 out wide now for Phelps. Phelps going with the quarterback keeper up the middle. Flag is thrown, I believe, clipping or maybe even a chop block is going to be called. So this one's going to go back for the Marist offense.
However, O'Reilly and Fitzpatrick absolutely picked up Phelps and just drove him into the ground on the tackle. But that one is definitely going against the Marist War Eagles. Looks like that'll turn about a 2nd and 8 into 2nd and 18.
And Tristan, we mentioned we saw their kicker warming up. He is right around, he hit the bottom crossbar in the pregame one, but right about around 43 yards. So if they get the ball to around the 25-yard line, I would believe they will send the field goal unit out there. But it is still around 10 to 12 yards to get in field goal range. So here's Phelps now, power option, here's the toss. This time King is running it, he's being pursued by Chris Braswell, and a good tackle from defensive end number 85, senior Chris Braswell.
Yeah, great pursuit. Way to stay after that one and brought him down in the backfield. Great call. I think that'll end this first quarter, believe it or not. We are inside of 15 seconds. Clock's going to roll, 10 seconds left, and they are just going to take this one end of the first quarter. Great first quarter action from both teams so far. And it's been, as anticipated, really.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are definitely in for a dogfight tonight.
And I know you mentioned the kicker right before they ended warm-ups. He actually did hit about a 45-yarder, set up at about the 35. Hit that, barely cleared it, but we saw him miss a couple wide and miss a couple short from around that 42, 43-yard range. So I don't know what the coach's comfort level is. I'm not sure where he will get to. I'm not sure what yard mark he has to get to where he is definitely going to kick it, or if he decides he might as well leave his offense on the field, go for 6. Here we go, big 3rd down. St. Pius, it's a long way to go for Marist. We saw Pius convert earlier, but really don't want to give Marist too much yardage, otherwise that does put them in field goal range. So we'll see if they get maybe a little bit more aggressive than we'd normally see on a 3rd and 14. Let's see, from where they are right now, they're at the 28-yard line, so, they're about at the 32-yard line, so we're looking at about a 49-yard field goal.
Yeah, I believe that is a little out of the range of their kicker.
Yeah, I think that's out of range for a lot of these kickers. We
Yeah.
saw Nick Jones go off the bottom of the crossbar on a 50-yarder, and he has a heck of a leg, so we'll see if they maybe try and pick up 6 or 7, get them in field goal range, or if they go for the money ball here.
A big 3rd down here early, just starting the 2nd quarter. So here's Phelps now. They're going to go with a pitch, and there is room to run for King. He's going to get close, and he bursts ahead, but hold the phone as there is a flag down on the play.
Looks like it's going to be, if I had to guess, another holding call. I'm not sure what the call on St. Pius would be. Didn't look like anybody went for anything unnecessary. St. Pius has played fairly disciplined. I actually don't think St. Pius had a flag on them that first quarter. They did. They had the holding call.
The holding, that's right.
But other than that, that is actually surprising. We've seen the St. Pius team take a lot of penalties, but that is absolutely killer. I think they're going to call that one a hold.
That is a hold indeed.
Looks like they're right at about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, maybe got a 2-yard gain from that penalty as it is from the spot of the foul. And I believe that was one of the wide receivers trying to wrestle down one of the cornerbacks. As we mentioned, Grant Holloman wearing number 9 in spirit of his teammate Garrett Gooden, who went down early in the year with a torn meniscus. So 3rd down 11, shotgun formation, they're going 5 wide, and this one's going to be almost intercepted, but I believe that ball was behind the line of scrimmage.
And it went out. I'm not sure what they're going to call because that went off the hands of O'Reilly. It was a backwards pass.
Yeah, we'll have to see that. The officials are going to talk this one over the whole St. Pius side of the field is giving them the ball as Felds telegraphed that pass.
Yeah, O'Reilly was ready to make that, and what was questionable about that is he didn't even go for the pick. He stuck his fists out, just broke it up. I don't think he realized if he had gotten his hands on that, he was gone.
Oh, that was a definite touchdown right there.
And I'm not sure what the official saw because it did not look like that was forward. At the very least, it was definitely even with where he was throwing it, so they may have given him the benefit of the doubt, but nevertheless, Pius would not have maintained possession. That ball did skip out of bounds before St. Pius got to it. But they are going to bring out the kicker.
Yeah, it was very close indeed as that would have swung the field position. So here is Goggle attempting close to that range. It's a 42-yarder here.
47, here we go.
Oh, 47. And the kick is up. It's got the leg, and it is good.
Heck of a kick there from Goggle. You know, we said his range is about 45. Just nailed a 47-yarder.
Oh, that was quite a kick there.
Yeah, absolutely drilled that one. Had about another at least 5 yards. So we know his leg strength now. Good for him about, I would give him 50 yards.
Yeah, I would definitely say he's got the capability of 50 yards. So I guess the target area is going to be right around that 35-yard line for Marist, which is definitely an advantage to have.
Yeah, you know, Nick Jones, they're going to go with him, I think, anything outside of about 35 yards. And I think he can match leg strength with Goggle. The key with him is he is not nearly as consistent as Goggle appears to be. Nick Jones can miss some chip shots, which is why they usually go with Matthews short yardage or for short field goals. But long distance, when Jones really just has to aim for the uprights, he is usually money. We'll have to see if they go with him if they get in any long field goal situations.
So Marist early on going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. 11:22 here left in the second quarter. So here is Goggle. On the kick, we've already seen him hammer one in the end zone. So I would expect nothing here different. So here's the kick, and he definitely hammered that one as he's going to send Connor's back about 2 or 3 yards deep. So St. Pius now will set up shop at the 20-yard line.
Now we'll see if they can get the chains moving this drive, the St. Pius Golden Lions. You know what killed St. Pius on that drive was O'Reilly basically had the pick.
Oh, yeah.
And you could tell as soon as he just hit the ball with his fists, it's almost as though he didn't know what he was doing because he came up and he was just amazed at what he had just done. Yeah, almost like he wasn't really thinking, really just wanted to break up the pass, not realizing he had plenty of real estate.
Yeah, possibly if he sold that one better, they might have given it to him. So now just a short yardage play. They tried to go up the middle there with Wilson, and he only got a yard or two. So that's going to bring up second down and 9.
Yeah, I think that up the middle to Wilson is just not going to work tonight. I think they're really going to have to run it outside.
Yeah, it's big nose tackle, number 79, Jack Trainer, that's really clogging up that middle. He has just got some great size along with number 17, Kevin Coughlin out there, and they are just not going to let the St. Pius team run the ball up the middle. So second down here, call it a long 10, short 9. 3 wide receivers set. They're going with a pass, and it's going to be completed to Connor Hild.
Yeah, great grab there on the outside by Hild. Fought for about another yard or two before he was finally knocked out of bounds. Brought him on, took off Klinger, brought on 2 receivers, and went to the air. They are putting a lot of trust in Egan's arm so far.
Yeah, I believe they are going to have to if they're going to beat this this talented Marist defense.
We'll see if we saw them last week. They would stick with Wilson up the middle on short yardage situations every time. We'll see if they go with him again. 3rd and 1, but big 3rd down. Really need to convert.
Well, here we go. They're going power option formation. 3rd down 1. 10 minutes, 35 seconds here left in the second quarter. Marist loading the box up with 8. They're going with Wilson up the middle. Wilson fighting for extra yardage, and I believe he did indeed get the first down.
Yeah, it looked like he just leaned far enough over, got the yard that he needed, and that will indeed move the chains.
It's all about moving the chains here against this talented Marist defense. Already a 47-yard field goal by number 11, Joey Goggle, the Marist kicker, showing a powerful leg that has given Marist this 3-0 lead.
Yeah, so St. Pius would have to drive the ball about 35 yards to get into field goal range here, I would say.
Power option formation with 2 times in and out there. They're going to go with a pass play. Connors being pressured from the backside. He got rid of it in time. And a good catch there from Nick Spear as he got popped by King. But a good job of Egan to feel the awareness. I believe he did take a hit after that one as he's being chased from the weak side by number 10, Will Toner.
Yeah, got the pass off, but Spear hauled that one in. You know, solid gain of about 4, maybe 5.
So 2nd down now. And we're going to call it 6. All on the 34-yard line of the Golden Lions. There's one receiver out wide. Klinger and Spear now in the backfield. Mayor's loading up that box with 10, 11 guys. This time they're going to go to the pitch. And that was a dangerous pitch. And they're going to call a flag on the play. As my goodness, that was dangerous.
Yeah, dangerous pitch, but Brennan Garrison just a holding call on the outside. As soon as they threw the flag, knew that one was coming back. Just, you know, that is the 2nd holding call on the St. Pius offense. Really have not seen that too much this year. I think we'll credit that to the Marist defense.
Yeah, it's all about those wide receivers. They got to be good blockers in this option formation. As you can see there, Brennan Garrison was just being driven back, and actually it might have been a good penalty if there is such a thing, because if he did not hold the cornerback, that was 6 points right there for Marist.
Yeah, I don't think Klinger would have, may not have been 6 points, but he would not have stayed on his feet there. I think he might have been able to haul it in, but he would have been brought down immediately. So I guess a good penalty in that sense, but now you got, what, 2nd and 16 here?
Yeah, 2nd and forever here. One wide receiver out wide, that I believe is Michael Bresnahan. Here is the pitch now to Spear. Spear's got some room, and he just was brought down. If he had stayed on his feet, he had the room to run, but a good tackle there from the combination of number 44, Adam Smith, and I believe number 66. That would be Davis Sykes, I believe. Or pardon me, that is 68 down there. A lot of the 6s, 8s, and 9s of the Marist look very similar, pardon me. So that was number 68, Connor Corbett.
Yep, and that was on a 2nd and 23. Solid pickup of about 9. So 3rd and long here for the Golden Lions.
Well, it's going to be 3rd and 14. There's one wide receiver out right. 2 tight ends in the play. This time they're going to give it. They're going to fake it there, and that was a good tackle by 44. He is fired up. That is Adam Smith getting in the backfield in a hurry and bringing Egan down before he had a chance to do anything. He just burst up the middle there.
Yeah, just not good blocking up front. He flew through the line, jumped the snap perfectly, and Egan was a sitting duck. So really didn't lose much, only lost about 2, but you know, could not get anything going on that offensive drive, and now they'll have to punt it once again to this Marist offense.
The clock winding down now. Good snap from Matthew Copeland, and the kick from Matthews is a good one. Driving King all the way back. So King fakes out Null. He's going to try and cut back to the middle of the field. A good job by King of using some side-to-side lateral movement, and he's going to get the Marist offense all the way back up to the 39-yard line. So Tristan, it seems as we've only been on the air for around 5 minutes, and we're already 7:38 here left in this 2nd quarter. That's the effect of 2 option teams, as they will run, and run the ball, which also runs the clock down very considerably in a very fast amount of time.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for the Marist War Eagles. Ball at about their own 39-yard line. Feltz will take it, send King in motion. Pitch goes out to King, and he is met in the backfield by the younger Holloman. That was number 3, Grant Holloman, met him in the backfield. Loss of about 2 yards. Great play there from the sophomore.
Yeah, that was definitely a good play, and actually in attendance of tonight's game is South Carolina standout TJ Holloman. He came back to see his 2 brothers. So congrats to TJ Holloman, walking around meeting all of his former coaches, a big South Carolina linebacker in their offense. So 2nd down here, 11 to go. One receiver out wide, that is number 35, Ryan Pepperman. Power option formation now. I was going to go with Feltz quarterback keeper. And they're going to get around a good 5 or 6 yard gain, but that is still going to bring up 3rd down.
Yep, 3rd and about 5, maybe 6 yards here. clock inside of 6.5 minutes in this first half. Big third down. We'll see if St. Pius can stop this Marist War Eagle team. You hear the crowd getting very loud. And here we go, big 3rd and 5, and Marist will take a timeout.
Yeah, good job over here by this fan section to most likely cause some confusion. And with a good decision by the experienced coach, Alan Chadwick of Marist, to take a timeout there. He has all 3 timeouts, and they become sort of wasteful if you don't take him at the right time. So a good job there to maybe talk things over. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning into us, we actually have an entire pregame show to show at halftime that we were unable to show early on. So I would ask you to stay tuned for that, as it is definitely a good one. There's a surprise there at the end that kind of caught me and Tristan off guard, but it is definitely well planning by the Marist broadcast group over there. They do a great job. NBC News also covering this game, as we are here on a Friday night under the Friday night lights on October 10th at Marist Stadium. So here we go, big 3rd down and 6. Ball on the 43 of Marist, and once again, this fan section of the St. Pius Golden Lions will get on its feet. So 3rd down. Power options are, pardon me, not power option. They got 2 wide receivers. They're going to go King in motion. Pitches to King. King got some room to run. He's burst, and that was going to be extremely close to a 1st down. That was a good job. You can really see the running style of King is to go in with a lot of speed and try and run over people.
That is going to be short. You can see they mark him about a yard or so shy of the 1st down marker. Great run. And I think they may leave the offense out there. They figure they'll go for it. Nope, they are going to have the punter goggle out there. He is just looks like Phelps as the quarterback, so
he does indeed.
Confused. I don't think they're going to go for the punt block this time. Looks like they have 1 guy back, Fitzpatrick and Connors, to take the punt.
Yeah, you got to be alert for the fake here. Snap is good, and kick is good. It's a spiraling kick. And it's to be taken by Connors at the 12. Connors looking for some room to run. Is not going to get any, and a good job by this Marist punt team coverage to stop Connors right around the 12-yard line. So we're going to see here what St. Pius can do with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. And I would expect now this is the time for a classic St. Pius drive down the field using all 5 minutes and 22 seconds. And it is going to be tough, but we'll see here if they can put the ball in the end zone. Try and get some points on the board, or even a field goal will tie this thing up at 3, as we got a defensive struggle here tonight. So 1 wide receiver out right, 1 tight end on the field. That is Fannin. It is Klinger and Connors with Wilson in the backfield. You're going to go with a fake to Wilson. Connors is trying to cut it outside. He got some room to run. He's trying to cut back to the middle. A good job there by number 42, Ian Gibson, playing both sides of the ball. Or pardon me, number 62. That was Charlie Ooch on the play, I believe. Pardon me if I am butchering some names here. So now Matt Nall going to run the play on the field. Matt Nall had a big time catch in the final drive of the game last week against, or pardon me, 2 weeks ago against Grady on a comeback drive for St. Pius to win that game. So power option formation, Klinger in motion. They're going to go with a fake pitch. Egan looking, he's going to go over to Klinger, swinging out in the flat. Klinger's got some room to run. He powers up some people. He lost his helmet on the play, so he's going to have to check out. But a good job by Ransom Klinger to get some positive yardage.
Looks like he picked up the 1st down. If he didn't, he was definitely very close, and he did move the chain. So huge pickup there from Klinger. We saw, just like King, picked up some speed, put his head down, ran over a blocker, and that'll get the chains moving. St. Pius out to their own 27 here, just inside of 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this first half.
So already a minute of clock gone, and a 1st down. So 1 wide receiver out wide, that is Connor Hill, tight end, and the option formation. So this time they're going, a good keeper by Egan. Egan's got some room to run, and he's late pitch, and there he goes, down the sideline is O'Reilly. He's at the 35-30, one man to beat, and a good tackle from number 24, Chris Bradley, but a great job by Reed Egan. He kept that play alive all the way down the field. A great late pitch to Brian O'Reilly, and that is going to move the St. Pius offense deep into Marist territory.
Yeah, and we have seen him do that many times. He will keep the ball up the field, but he never takes away his awareness of his pitch man. And O'Reilly followed the play, stayed behind Egan. Pitch gave them at least another 30 yards. And they are down to the Marist 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
And that was a great job by Brian O'Reilly to not give up on the play. They're running down the field. So one wide receiver out wide. And this time it looks like Wilson and Egan were holding on to the ball each other. That was interesting. I don't think they wanted to fumble that. Little miscommunication there, as Egan was probably not too sure that Wilson was going to keep it, didn't want to put the ball on the ground. Nevertheless, a broken play, and it's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, we have not really seen Wilson get anything going. They are just falling down at the line, which we saw earlier in the year was a strategy by St. Pius against the Blessed Trinity, and the linebackers are coming up and making the stop on Wilson.
2nd down now, 10 to go. This is the farthest an offense has got into opponent's territory all night. So here's Klinger around wide. They're going to go to Klinger. Klinger bouncing outside. He's got some speed. He needs a block from Bresnahan. And it's got a good one, but a good job by Ransom Klinger to get down to the 10-yard line. A hurdle there from Klinger, seeing his array of moves. Saw that great speed to get outside. And they are indeed going to move the chains, and that's going to bring up a 1st and goal here from the Marist 10-yard line.
It looks like Klinger got the wind knocked out of him. He was just slammed onto his back, came off the field, is getting tended to on the sideline, but based on what he's doing, looks like he just got the wind knocked out of him, needs a minute to regain his composure.
So fans on their feet. Power option formation for Egan. He's got a man in motion, that is Connors. They're going to go to Connors around the right. He's going to cut it back inside, trying to get to the goal line. He's going to get a good 5-yard gain on 1st down. So 2nd down now, 5 to go. Minute and 45 seconds winding down on this clock. There we go, power option formation. Wilson in the backfield, it is, I believe, Connors and Brendan Fitzpatrick in the game. So they're going to go with Connors. Connors trying to cut back in the middle, and I think his knee touched.
They're going to give him about 2, I think. Maybe just a yard, but nevertheless, positive yardage, and Klinger will check back in. Looked like he was on his knee the entire time on the sideline, struggling with, like I said, he got slammed on his back. Looked like he got the wind knocked out of him. But looked like he got some water in him, came back out, is ready to go, and they need him because he provides the force up front when Wilson can't get anything going.
We're working on a 4-minute, 12-second drive here. And a good job there. Coach Danner did save that timeout in his back pocket. Knew it was coming, just didn't know when, and a good job to take that one there, as this is a pivotal play in the 2nd quarter. And we talked, usually hear the announcers, you know, or the coach, Coach, eluding my mind right now. But nevertheless, one of the coaches who I've seen on a post-game show has said that really the game comes down to 4 or 5 pivotal plays. The 4 or 5 plays define a football game, and this most likely is one of those 4 or 5 plays.
Yeah, I think that 3rd down stop at midfield was one of them. Pius was able to get the ball back. You know, there's some big plays, have been so far, but this one is huge. 3rd and goal from the 4. St. Pius really needs to punch it in here. We saw Standard use 2 of his timeouts in about the 1st minute of the game, but saved his final to use in 2nd minute of the half, or last minute of the half here. So wise timing, talk it over. 53 seconds left. We'll see if they can punch it in here or if they'll have to settle for 3.
So here we go. Big third down. And 4 to go to the Marist end zone. Fans are on their feet here early on. 53.7 seconds left. So now they're going to shift out wide. Connors and Noller out to the left. Bresnahan in motion, and they're saying now that the offensive line jumped, and I believe you could see him right away. That was number 75, I believe. Colin Boyer was not in the center position. I think he was playing right tackle. And you can see him just walk back in frustration now. Is now a whole new play call most likely.
Yeah, but now, you know, this is almost beneficial. Gives them a little bit more room to work with. See if they can't get creative, really run the ball to the outside. See if they can't stretch it for 10. We'll see. They did bring Klinger back out, which leads me to believe they're either going to give it to Klinger or Connors and let them try to use their speed around the edge.
So empty backfield, 2 tailbacks, and they're going to go with a pass. Egan's trying to go outside. He's being flushed out of the pocket, and he just ran back on that play. That was a big sack of around 13 yards. As you could see, big number right in. That was number 44, Adam Smith, working on that left guard. So now we are going to go with Michael Matthews on the field goal unit. This one's going to be around a 40-yarder. We'll see if Michael Matthews can even up this game. And now maybe a timeout there. It is going to be a timeout from Marist to maybe ice the kicker just a little bit in the second half, as this is definitely one of the pivotal kicks of Michael Matthews' season.
Yeah, and you know, Egan had a chance to just get rid of that ball, and he held on to it just way too long, and was brought down for a loss of about 12, maybe 13 yards. So it really takes a chip shot to, you know, tougher field goal. Now you're looking at about 39 yards on a field goal try as opposed to 27.
Coach Chadwick taking the timeout. See if maybe he can't tell his field goal block unit to maybe get around the corner and block this field goal. Definitely points are at a premium here tonight. 3-0 here, and 19 seconds left until halftime. So it will be Matthew Copeland on the snap, Egan on the hold, and Matthews on the kick. And now I believe another timeout from Marist. I didn't know that was possible, if you could call 2 straight back-to-back timeouts in a football game.
Yep, you can call them. I think that's one of the rules that it's either not allowed at higher levels or they're looking to get it banned at higher levels. Just because it slows down the game a lot if you can just save up your timeouts and use 3 at the end of a half or at the end of a game. It really just slows it all down. But I think Matthews, I don't know how much this is really going to ice him. The key is going to be whether he can get this one straight. We know he has the leg to do it, but the key is going to be for him to keep it between the uprights.
And, you know, ball is right smack
Yeah.
in the middle of the field.
So it should basically, I'm not saying it's a chip shot because it is about a 40-yard field goal for Matthews, but this is definitely within his range. This is a field goal that is very makeable for him, and I think he's just going to drill this one.
So here we go. Once again, Matthew Copeland on the snap.
Here we go. Matthew Copeland snaps it to Egan on the hold, and that one gets blocked. It's on the ground. I have no idea what just happened with the St. Pius special teams. They just absolutely had a breakdown. And number 43, Dean Colton, just comes right up the middle of the field and blocks that one, gets right into Michael Matthews' face, blocks that one. He didn't have a chance. There was no delay. It was a good snap, good hold. I just don't think anybody blocked Colton, and there were 3 Marist War Eagles in that backfield. That was just an absolute breakdown in field goal protection by the Golden Lions, and now Marist has a chance to possibly get in field goal range.
And, you know, Coach Standard has said it so often that special teams can win or lose a ball game. So now just a give to King, and King breaking some tackles, but that is going to wind us down into halftime here. As you mentioned, just a breakdown in field goal blocking right there is all the man had to do was stick up his hand. So ladies and gentlemen, in order to fit our entire pregame in it, we are going to go ahead and, besides giving a halftime synopsis, go straight into our pregame video.
Let's go, Adrian. Adrian, let's go. Get out there in the field. Let's go. Hey, helmet, let's go.
34 pinch, cover 2. Don't mess this up again, Adrian. Ready, break.
Set, fight. All the way, Adrian!
Cuts right, left. He's flying. He cuts back. Player of the 80s. Yeah, coming through. 1 man to beat. That's how we do it. Flip, boom. Yeah.
Hey, kid. Here.
I know what you think you're looking at. Someone who's too small.
Too slow.
Not in the right sport.
Not in the right body?
That's cool. Cause overlooking me now,
It's gonna make it that much sweeter when we're properly introduced.
Powerade. Power through. Vitamin water is out to make everything that's boring brilliant, including this waiting room.
Duck, 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 duck. Goose!
Tweet what's boring. We'll make it brilliant. Vitamin water.
Give me some wing. Let's go, Adrian. Adrian, let's go. Get out there in the field. Let's go. Hey, helmet, let's go.
34 pinch, cover 2. Don't mess this up again, Adrian. Ready, break.
Set, fight. All the way, Adrian!
Cuts right, left. He's flying. He cuts back. Player of the ages. Yeah, coming through. One man to me. That's how we do it. Left, boom. Yeah.
Hey, kid. Here.
I know what you think you're looking at. Someone who's too small.
Too slow.
Not in the right sport.
Not in the right body?
That's cool. Cause overlooking me now,
It's gonna make it that much sweeter when we're properly introduced.
Powerade. Power through. Vitamin water is out to make everything that's boring brilliant, including this waiting room.
Duck, 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 duck. Goose!
Tweet what's boring. We'll make it brilliant. Vitamin water.
Give me some wing. Let's go, Adrian. Adrian, let's go. Get out there in the field. Let's go. Hey, helmet, let's go.
34 pinch, cover 2. Don't mess this up again, Adrian. Ready, break.
Set, fight. All the way, Adrian!
Cuts right, left. He's flying. He cuts back. Player of the 80s. Yeah, coming through. One man to beat. That's how we do it. Black boom. Yeah.
Hey, kid. Here.
I know what you think you're looking at. Someone who's too small.
Too slow.
Not in the right sport.
Not in the right body?
That's cool. Cause overlooking me now,
It's gonna make it that much sweeter when we're properly introduced.
Powerade. Power through. Vitamin water is out to make everything that's boring brilliant, including this waiting room.
Duck, 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 duck! Goose!
Tweet what's boring. We'll make it brilliant. Vitamin water.
Give me some wing.
Let's go, Adrian. Adrian, let's go. Get out there in the field. Let's go. Hey, helmet, let's go.
34 pinch, cover 2. Don't mess this up again, Adrian. Ready, break!
Set, fight! All the way, Adrian!
Cuts right, left. He's flying. He cuts back. Player of the 80s. Yeah, coming through. One man to beat. That's how we do it. Black boom. Yeah.
Hey, kid. Here.
I know what you think you're looking at. Someone who's too small.
Too slow.
Not in the right sport.
Not in the right body?
That's cool. Cause overlooking me now,
It's gonna make it that much sweeter when we're properly introduced.
Powerade. Power through. Vitamin water is out to make everything that's boring brilliant, including this waiting room.
Duck, 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 duck! Goose!
Tweet what's boring. We'll make it brilliant. Vitamin water.
Give me some wing.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here. Joe Reichert along with Tristan Otto. And ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately we were not able to capture that elusive pregame video we did with the Marist webcast crew, but it will be if you go rewatch the game. Play On Sports has said they might put it in there, and also it will be sent into the NFHS Student Emmys for student production. So who knows, Tristan, we might become Emmy Award winners, but nevertheless, I would much rather St. Pius win this game than be a 70-time 2 Emmy Award winner.
Yeah, you know, that wouldn't really be all that bad if both happened. So, I don't know. I'll keep my fingers crossed for an Emmy.
Best of both worlds there.
We'll see if we can get there. I thought it was a pretty good pregame coverage. But here we are talking about football now. Don't have that pregame coverage, so unfortunately, you guys really didn't get to get the full breakdown. But now we have a little bit of a better understanding of both teams now that we've gotten to watch 24 minutes of action. So Joe has our stats for the first half, and he's going to break down both teams' performances.
And, you know, really, Tristan, the stats never lie. And for this game, they are lying, which it's kind of ironic here because I was talking to the statisticians over there, and as they noticed, St. Pius is gradually winning all the stat categories by a margin of 2-1, and yet Marist has the 3-0 lead. So for your official stats here, St. Pius 25 plays for 142 yards, Marist only 17 plays for 86 yards, and that is due to time of possession. St. Pius has just held on to the ball for, it seems like, forever. Time of possession, 15 minutes and 15 seconds, a whole entire quarter, while Marist has had the ball for 8 minutes and 45 seconds. Also 2-1 for first down. St. Pius has 6 of them, Marist only 3. And for penalties that have been costly, St. Pius has 3 for 36 yards, and Marist has 2 for 20. So really, Tristan, the defining play of the game is that 47-yarder by kicker Joey Goggle for Marist.
Yeah, you know, we didn't think he had it in him to hit that from 47 yards, but he drilled it, and then St. Pius had a very good drive coming down the field. You know, we said they took over at about their own 16, maybe 17-yard line with 5 minutes left. Ended up taking a field goal try with 19 seconds left on the clock. So that is just a testament to how long their drives have been this game. But, you know, they got down to the, first of all, they got down to the 4-yard line. A false start on Colin Boyer set them back 5. So it was 3rd and goal from about the 9. Reed Egan dropped back, got sacked, lost almost 12, 13 yards. And that really messed up the Golden Lions as number 43, Dean Colton, was able to bust through the line and block the field goal try, and that is why Marist is leading this game 3-0.
Yeah, so you know really those 2-3 plays defining the game, it would definitely be that sack for Egan, and also that big-time kick, as we mentioned, from Joey Goggle. So in the pregame video, we did indeed talk about the significance of this game. It is, in essence, for the region championship to claim that region here in 4A. Both schools have respectively beaten all the other teams that have a chance, so they would have the tiebreakers. And really this game, as we can see, so much importance. We have all the energy level. It's really been stepped up for both teams. But really, Tristan, and you and I were talking about this. It is just points are at a premium tonight. It's a low-scoring game. You mentioned it in the post-game last week. And so already 3-0. What do you think the Lions have to do here to get involved in the second half?
They have looked, I think, better than I have seen them look all season on both sides of the ball. This Marist team is very good when they are on the offensive side of the ball. Griffin King, you know, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit skeptical of him being 100% healthy, as some had said. But he has looked very good so far when he gets the ball. I think that St. Pius is going to make adjustments at halftime so they can limit his touches a little bit, and as long as their defense can keep playing the way they're playing and hold Marist to a field goal per half, they definitely have the advantage here. Their offense is clicking, they are making plays when they have to, and they have driven down the field a couple times. I think they are, basically this is their game to lose.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that statement, as really though we have not seen the passing ability of Sam Feltz as quarterback. He's been running the ball. I do not believe Marist has thrown the ball, but maybe for a halfback pass that worked for getting them into that field goal range. So a halfback pass, a good call by Coach Chadwick there. That has led the Marist team to a 3-0 lead. So here we go, both teams warming up now as we have our band playing, or possibly the Marist band coming in front of the St. Pius section.
Yep, looks like they're playing some Panic at the Disco. They're just
yeah,
getting the, it's like they have a rolling set. They're all plugged in, all set up, jamming out as they roll past the Pius fan section. Really just that's just a neat idea.
That
That's
is
kinda
very cool. I hope we got a picture of that. That is extremely cool.
But yeah, we'll have to see what adjustments St. Pius makes. And you know, we've talked about Michael Matthews. He has struggled in this season kicking the ball, but on that last attempt, when I went down at halftime and was talking to some of the fans and cheerleaders, someone asked me if that was whose fault that was on the kick, if that was Michael Matthews, whether he kicked it low. And honestly, it was just number 43, Dean Colton. He was in Matthews' face as soon as he went to kick the ball. I think he was surprised at how close he got to the kicker. I would be stunned if he was even touched there. It was just an absolute breakdown in field goal protection. He busted through the line untouched, and there was basically no prayer from Matthews to even get that kick past the line of scrimmage.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you are having problems at home or anything hearing this sound or video, we just ask you to reload the page. In order, I believe we have the problem fixed as of now, so if you could reload the page, we would very much appreciate it. And we are now 1:20 here left from resuming, the game here on this Friday night, October 10th, under the Friday Night Lights, another classic St. Pius X versus Marist rivalry. And it can be noted that Marist will indeed receive the ball in the second half, so we will get to see that offense again, see if they can get
get things going. It'll really be key to see what the St. Pius defense can do when Marist gets the ball to start off the half here.
So yeah, it will definitely, that is a prominent factor. As you know, they did, I believe, win the toss, and it was such a crucial decision to take that in the second half, and it's paid off now. As if they could get some positive points, it would definitely put St. Pius down in a bind to really have to force the issue to get back in this game, as this is definitely points at a premium tonight.
Yeah, you know, that is why St. Pius, that field goal try was so crucial to tie the game up going into halftime. It basically would have made it a 0-0 ball game. Marist would have gotten the ball first, but it would not be nearly as much of a problem, because if Marist can march down the field, score a touchdown, which, you know, their offense is definitely capable of doing, that puts Pius down 2 possessions as opposed to the 1 that they have been down all game. So that field goal block was just absolutely critical at the end of the first half and really devastating for the Golden Lions. So we'll see what their defense can do. Their defense has looked very solid all night, helped out by a couple penalties, but we'll see if they can stop this War Eagle offense once again.
So here we go. Ready to get this second half underway here tonight. And as you mentioned, Tristan, I believe the St. Pius offense will have had to make some adjustments, as they really cannot get Dalton Wilson involved at all up the middle. So here we go. It will be Nick Jones on his first kickoff of the night. No points there in the first half, so no chance for Nick Jones to show his strong leg, as he will get the second half underway. A beautiful night here at the Marist Field. Very comfortable temperature as we wind down into the fall season. A beautiful turf field. And nothing better to be doing here than broadcasting the 11 Alive Game of the Week and a renewed rivalry that has come to fruition after 5 years.
I think things settled down a little bit over halftime. It's still a little quiet in the stadium. Everybody's almost in a little bit of a halftime lull. We'll have to see. I think things will pick back up just about as soon as the action starts. But I don't expect too much excitement on this kickoff. I think Nick Jones If he gets all of this one, it will be in the end zone, and Marist will be starting from their own 20, but we'll see. We'll see if he can put a charge into this one or if this one's going to stay a little bit short.
There we go. Nick Jones on the kickoff. And he's going to send that one high. I don't think he got all of it, as King will have a chance to return. So here's King now running at his 10. He's got some blocks. He's going up the middle of the field, showing some good speed. And Griffin King all the way down to the 35-yard line. So we have seen that all night from King. He is a very, very fast runner, runs low to the ground, uses some great acceleration. As that, pardon me, that was Kevin Kelly on the return there.
Really a great burst. That was number 84. It looked like number 34.
I swear, I can never see these numbers for Marist. They're so similar.
King is in the backfield, though, and I would not be surprised if he gets the ball.
The power option formation, one to the near side. Here is Gibson on the round quarterback keeper for Feltz. Done a good job there to make the tackle. That was number 52. Big Chris Benjamin, one of the captains for tonight's game, but nevertheless a good pickup on first down. Now, number 20, that is Varela. Out on the outside at wide receiver. Feltz got a jumbo backfield here. So they're going to go to the second fullback. That is number 34, King. After they faked to Gibson.
Yeah, it looked like they had given it to Gibson, but Feltz held onto it a little bit longer, gave it to King, and he got about 5 yards on the run.
So fresh set of downs here for this Marist offense. Once again, they were outmatched, 142 yards for St. Pius, only 86 for them in the first half. Very uncharacteristic of a Marist team. Now Feltz going once again on that quarterback keeper, finding some room. And he is going to get a good chunk of yardage there as they're starting to pick up the pace a little.
Yeah, they're picking up chunks of yardage on every play so far this half. Just running it right up the gut. We'll see what St. Pius does here. Kind of a crucial second down. We'll see if they can stop the War Eagles here.
So power option formation. Feltz under center. This time he's going to fake it. He's got some room. There's a late pitch over to King. King's trying to get the outside. He does, and he's going to pick up a first down. So now a more characteristic-like Marist offense as they are moving the chains here with some rapid pace. I believe already 3 or 4 first downs here in a matter of just a minute and 30 seconds. So they're running now like a hurry-up option. Here we go, one out wide. There's a fake and a good, and the ball came loose, and they are indeed going to give that to St. Pius. A great strip from Chris Benjamin as he will force the fumble.
And you know who fell on that? It was number 46, Forrest Whitlark. 3rd fumble recovery on the season. I don't know, that's getting up there. That is quite a few.
That is a big play for this St. Pius defense. As you can see, Benjamin coming around the weak side, and Feltz just had no idea he was being swarmed by big defensive tackle number 52, Chris Benjamin. So now we will see what Egan can do. Power option formation here, Klinger in motion. This time, going to go up the middle. Wilson now cutting outside. He's at the 45, makes a man miss. Running over people is Dalton Wilson all the way down to the Marist 45-yard line. So motivation, a big part of a rivalry game, and St. Pius just got some.
Yeah, that was a huge play from Chris Benjamin. You saw him coming around the outside, chased down Feltz, and just got that right arm, basically punched the ball out of Feltz's hands from behind. Nobody really noticed the ball was on the ground until Whitlark absolutely dove at it and was all over it. So great play there from Benjamin and Whitlark, and then a great run there from Wilson, and St. Pius is driving once again.
Ball in the 45, power option formation. Klinger's in motion. They're going to go around to him. Klinger's got some room. He's breaking it outside. Horseman, he's at the 40. Still going down to the 35 and to the 34-yard line. That's another first down as St. Pius starting to pick up some momentum here early in the second half.
Yep, St. Pius keeping the chains moving, and this is what they need to do. They need to They need to switch up their play calls, and they need to just keep the chains moving, keep this Marist defense on their heels, really tire these guys out as much as they can.
Yeah, give them some different looks here, and they seem to be just a little bit confused. So power option formation. Doing max clearers in motion this time. They're going Egan as he made the pitch, and that was a good play by the defensive tackle. I believe that was number 62, big Charlie Ush. So I'll call that a tackle for a loss of 3, and that's going to bring up second down. And now they're going to check in Chris Baswell now in the tight end spot. He'll play both defensive end and tight end. And I believe his brother, Georgia Tech walk-on Ryan Braswell, is also in attendance.
So here we go.
Second down now, 13. Same formation. Connor's now in motion. They're going to go with a counter. Egan stepping up in the pocket, trying to get rid of the ball. He had a man down deep, and I think they're going to rule him down there as Egan stepped up in the pocket, but he just couldn't make his mind soon enough, and that's going to result in another loss of yardage. A sack there for the Marist defense, and that's going to bring up third and a mile.
Yeah, we'll see what they go with here. I think play clock's going to be their enemy. I think they might have to take a timeout. Not sure. They're already at 17 seconds. Don't even have the play call in. So we'll see what Coach Standard decides to do.
You know, with the ball at the line of scrimmage, I think it was just outside of field goal range. So third down, 15 to go. Shotgun formation. Egan rolling out to his right. Getting a good block from Wilson. Fires it to the sideline. And I think they're calling that incomplete as it hit the ground. So a good effort there by number 12, Bresnahan.
And I think they're going to go for this one. You know, really no point in punting the ball here. But also, no, they are going to bring out the punting unit. So they are going to punt the ball. Really, those two plays that lost yardage put them out of field goal range.
Yeah, so just like that, with a snap of fingers, the punt unit comes back on after some momentum. Well, as you said, Tristan, they were indeed. I think they're going to have to call timeout. Play clock down at 1. And they are going to call timeout. I think they are, yes. Coach Standard now very unhappy with somebody on the team for not getting that play call in. And that has been a problem all night. It seems that play clock has just been all up on them as they get the play in. They only got 10 seconds to get it lined up and snap the ball.
You know, and what I don't understand, honestly, there is why they didn't just take the penalty, you know. And I think they did.
Yes.
They did just take the penalty, decided, you know, wasn't really worth it to waste a timeout. Really gives Matthews a few more yards to work with, can put a little bit more leg into it, try and pin them deep. But we do see King back to take this punt, so if he has a chance, he will definitely return this one.
Michael Matthews now trying to go for a coffin corner. See if he can't pin Marist team deep in their zone. So wobbly snap from Koken is still a good one, and a coffin corner type kick as this one's going to stop and be just waved back into the end zone. My goodness, that was close. Great hustle there from Hild, I believe. It was diving on the ball, but that one just snuck into the end zone. It was a good punt from Matthews as he deadened it right at the 5-yard line, and it just trickled into the end zone. So nevertheless, Marist will take over at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, it was just a great kick. Rolled right along the line. Spear was the one who dove after it.
Spear, yes.
Couldn't quite corral that one. Got on top of it, but it looked like it just squirted out from his arms into the end zone.
So one wide receiver out right, Feltz under center. He's going to go with a quarterback keeper. And he's going to get around 4 yards on first down. Second down now. As we wind down here in the third quarter, 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in this tightly contested ball game.
So solid pickup there on first down, as we have seen time in and time out. 2nd and 4 here.
So same formation, King in motion. They're going to go with a option pass. King thought about it. He's going to throw it up for nobody, and that one's going to be picked off by Grant Holloman. Phelps was thinking about it, and he made the wrong decision there. He threw into quadruple coverage, and Grant Holloman will come up with the interception.
You know, don't really like to say this, but that was just, Phelps was staring down the receiver, saw he was blanketed in double coverage, and just threw that one down the middle anyway. I think in that situation, really should have just tucked the ball and ran.
Yeah, there were 4 guys blanketing his receiver down there. You could see him waiting for the receiver to maybe get open and try and develop his route, but it just never happened.
Yeah, you know, Grant Holloman and I think it was Brian O'Reilly were both just back there waiting for Phelps to throw it so they could have the chance to pick it off.
So now, option pitch to Klinger. Klinger's going to cut it in the middle. He's at the 30. Trying to get some extra yards and a good tackle there from number 34. Yeah, King playing both sides of the ball. So Klinger is still going to get a good gain on first down of around 5. That's going to bring second down and 5 to go. So call it second and a long 6. Or pardon me, call it a short 6, long 5. And now interesting formation. Lions wind up with 3 wide. We're going to go with a pass play. And this one's going to be over the head of Null. As we saw, Egan really didn't set his feet too well there. Seemed uncomfortable when he threw that one in. The result was he sailed it over the head of Null. Null did have some room there on the curl route. But nevertheless, that's going to bring up third down.
Yeah, Null was wide open out there. Would have caught that at least much closer to the first down than they are right now. So big third down and 6. Don't really want to lose the momentum after that interception. Got to get the chains moving here, the St. Pius offense.
So third down, 6 minutes and 38 seconds left here in this third quarter. Harris has got 8 guys in that box. 1 wide receiver that is held out wide. Formation here's the pitch over to Spears. Spears got to get the corner, he does. And Spear will pick up the first down around the 42-yard line. So a good job there from Egan. But now I believe Coach Standard is talking with the officials, and I believe there's a flag that we cannot see on the far sideline from the wide receiver. And you can see now Ransom Klinger just put his hands on his head in frustration there, as they did call a holding call. Holding is the call. That's going to back up the Lions 10 and force another third down there.
Yeah, not sure who the call was on there because it was beyond the first down marker, wherever it was. So I'm guessing they called it on Klinger because that looks like the official was talking to him. So right about at the former line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or 2 in front of. So a long third down here for the Golden Lions.
Third and 9, 6:25 left in this third quarter. Ball on the Golden Line, 27. Here's Klinger in motion. They're going to go with a pass here. He's got protection there, and that was just off the hands of number 80, Jack Owen, as he undercut that route. That was a great play from Owen. As you can see, Spear still running, and that was the safety there, as that was almost disaster for the Lions.
Yeah, you know, the key on that one was the missed throw from Egan. He had Null wide open in the flat, and just not a good throw. Brought up a long third down, and they just weren't able to get anything done.
So a good snap from Copeland and a
great punt.
Yeah, good kick from Michael Matthews. So King now showing some elusiveness to break 4 or 5 tackles. We've seen that on every return, as he really, you know, gets, as minimal as it seems, he gets around 10 yards on every return.
And that's huge. He just took the ball from inside of the 30 almost out to the 40-yard line. Looked like he was pinned, but made the most of it. And now Marist has pretty solid field position here. First and 10 from their own 38. 6 minutes, 2 seconds left to go in the third.
So King in motion, a route to the right. Phelps under center. This time he's going to keep it once again, and he's got some room to run. Phelps up the middle, And he's going to get a good chunk of yardage all the way down to the Golden Lions' 47-yard line. So we have seen that all night, Tristan, where they are relying on the defense being so heavily focused on Gibson that he will fake it to Gibson all night, and he will just follow wherever the hole is straight up the field, and the Golden Lions defense doesn't even expect it.
No, they have not really stopped that play at all tonight. Phelps is getting easily 6-7 yards on that play, or he's busting that for as much as 14, 15 yards as we saw right there.
So one wide receiver out wide. It is Pearson in motion. This time Phelps he had room to run, but a good tackle there from Whitlark. Coming out short. If that tackle was not made by Whitlark, there was a heap of running room out wide. So a good tackle there. That's going to bring up second down and around 6.
Whitlark was anticipating that play, was looking over to the sideline, seeing what adjustments they wanted him to make. And he just sat waiting for Phelps to run that. And he was there ready to meet him. Still a solid pickup of 5 there from Phelps, getting deeper into St. Pius territory.
So once again, Phelps up the middle on that fake to the fullback, and he's going to get another chunk of 4 or 5 yards. That's going to be close to a first down.
Looks like it might be just a little bit short. Third down here, and a very short yard.
Yeah, 3rd and inches. Pearson in motion, and Phelps is going to get an audible from the sideline. One wide receiver out wide, but I believe they're going up the middle. As they're going to go to Pearson on the backside. That's going to be very close depending on where they mark forward progress. I thought they handed it to Gibson up the middle. If they did, they had it. But they are indeed going to pick up the first down as the second and maybe third effort from Pearson around the outside was enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, really, I think everybody thought they gave it to Gibson. Good pursuit there from the defense. Gave it to Pearson on the outside. Looked like they were trying to pick up definitely more than the first down, maybe fake out the Pius defense. Get a gain of 10 or 12 there.
So power option formation now, one wide receiver out wide. Here's Phelps on the keeper. Sidestep the tackle from Ostricker, and that was a good play, though, from Ostricker to get in the backfield in a hurry. Limit to Phelps to around 2 or 3 yards. So second down now, 7 to go. This is a steady option drive now as they're eating up clock and getting positive yardage all the time. One wide receiver out wide. It is Owen. Phelps looking over the sideline, getting a call. So it is going to be a pitch over to a new face. And that was number 32 on the run. That was Jack Kratzenberg. We haven't seen him really all night on the offense as he seems to become a limp in there, but he just missed a big play down the sideline. Good tackle to trip him up.
Yep. Big third down here. Golden Lions can keep the Marist team, hold them to 3 points if they can come up with a stop. Big 3rd and 2 here from about the 28-yard line.
So third down now. As this St. Pius fan section starts to get a little rowdy, and that is going to force a timeout by the Marist sideline. So definitely want to talk things over here if you're both coaches. And they are indeed in field goal range. Ball is on the 28-yard line of the Golden Lions. So really, Tristan, in this third quarter, extremely different from the first 2 quarters as we saw both teams moving the ball steadily, but then just big-time turnovers or just a halt from the offense has really amounted to nothing.
Yeah, this would be a big stop for the Lions here if they could hold Marist to just 3 points. That would still keep it a 1-possession game, but there have been some very big plays by both sides to stop momentum. We've seen 2 turnovers already this quarter by the Marist War Eagles, and St. Pius has essentially done nothing when they've had the ball. They haven't really gotten anything going, and Marist is now driving once again. And I think they have a shot at putting up at least 3 points here, more if the St. Pius defense can't stop them soon.
Yeah, that one drive after that fumble, they moved it pretty steadily in 2 or 3 plays down to the 40-yard line, but just stalled out. So here we go, big third down play. 2 to go for this Marist offense. St. Pius loading the buck. 10 or 11 guys are crushed up the middle, and it's going to be close. I think Phelps did indeed, as he's been doing all night, is going to go with that fullback fake, quarterback keeper, and once again he will get the first down. That time they were ready for it, though. You could see Holloman there crashing at the quarterback position, but a good play from Phelps to cut it back inside, and there was just no stopping him. So 2 minutes now, 15 seconds in the third quarter. Phelps with 2 out to his right. This time, once again, Phelps on the quarterback keeper, and he is going to get another 5 yards. So it seems to be a broken record for Coach Chadwick over there. If it ain't broken, don't fix it, and I certainly wouldn't if I was a head coach there. It seems to be just a repetition of steps. Step 1, fake to the fullback. Step 2, have Phelps keep it, and step 3, pick up 5 yards and move the chains. So we'll see if they go with another 3-step process here. One receiver out wide, the tight end, that's number 84. Kevin Kelly's going to shift over. Once again, fake to the fullback. And Phelps, once again, seems to get a first down.
Yeah, we'll see what they're going to do here. They take out Big London Lewis, bring in Kyle Lewis, no relation. But, yeah, they got to stop that keeper by Phelps. He has picked up easily 30, maybe 35 yards on his own this drive, just keeping the ball and running right up the gut.
They have just not been able to stop that on this drive. Man in motion this time once again. Phelps the keeper. And this time a better job by the defense to crash on that middle.
Yeah, it was a better job by the defense, but just a different play call. Looked like more of an option than just a straight quarterback keeper. So it gave the defense a little bit more time. So we'll see what they go with. Defense has got to make an adjustment here as they are inside of their own 10. Got to make some sort of adjustment to stop Phelps and this Marist offense before they get in the end zone.
So 2 out wide now. This time they're going with Phelps again on the keeper. Connors hit him up front, and a good job there to stop him at the 5-yard line.
So it looks like they have to get to about the 2-yard line to pick up the first. Looks like they're going to spot him at just the 5-yard line. So 3rd and 3 yards, but if they pick up the first, they will essentially be in the end zone. So we'll see. Golden Lions need to make a defensive stand. Crucial play here to keep their team in the game, keep this a 1-score game.
And I believe that was actually a penalty on the play. We're kind of at a disadvantage over here on the St. Pius side, as all the calls go to the Marist side of the field with their press box and their PA system a little weak to cover all across the field, especially with us wearing headsets here to block out some of the outer noise as it is extremely loud. And so now a timeout by Coach Chadwick with 20 seconds here left in the third quarter.
You know, I'd have to guess that that was a holding call on someone for Marist. Looked like it backed them up about 10 yards. So 2nd and 12 here from the 14. So St. Pius has a chance to stop them a little bit deeper in their own territory and maybe hold them to a field goal, hold them to 3 points, keep it a 1-possession game. But it also gives Phelps and the Marist offense a little bit more room to work with. So if they wanted to break out a pass play here, they have the room to do it, have plenty of time to run the routes. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep it with Phelps right up the gut, because that has been working all night.
Yeah, we heard in the pregame that Marist is definitely not afraid to throw the ball, as they will use that pass effectively. But really tonight we have not even seen the arm of Feltz.
You know, we saw that one play when he just bombed it down the field. Has a very strong arm, but that was not his best decision. But we'll have to keep an eye on it. We'll see what they do here. 2nd and 12. You can hear the crowds getting loud again.
So here's a pitch to King. He's being swarmed there by Holloman and O'Reilly, and they're going to bring him down. 4 loss on the play. Good job there by gang tackling from O'Reilly and Holloman, as that, I believe, will conclude the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, really, that was a good play by both O'Reilly and Holloman, but I think that's just a testament to how hard King is to bring down. It still took 2 Golden Lions getting in the backfield to bring King down. He is just elusive, he is strong, and he just has moves when he gets into the open space. So great play there from Holloman and O'Reilly, but we got to keep an eye on King, because if it's not Feltz, it seems like it's King in this one.
For the 4th quarter signs from the student section. So here we go. It has been a hard-fought battle now for 3 quarters. If Marist were to punch this one in the end zone, it's almost like a touchdown is the fate of this Golden Lions team, as nobody the entire game has scored a touchdown. You know, Tristan, I did mention that Coach Standard game was 3-0 here, and here it is, 3-0 here in the 4th quarter.
I thought we were going to break out of it at the end of that first half. I thought Pius was going to kick the field goal, and I could say, well, we know we're not going to have a 3-0 game, but
here we are, yeah.
Yeah, so far, all we need is Marist to maybe turn the ball over. I don't know, not kick a field goal, something along the lines of not scoring points.
The ball right now on the 15-yard line. First down marker essentially at the 1. So it is possible for them to pick up a first down, although highly unlikely. So this is May where we see the passing offense from Coach Alan Chadwick of Marist. As both sections are fight out. So a fake pitch now as pressure. Feltz seems to be escaping. I don't know how he did. Still running. But finally a good swarm tackle from the St. Pius defense. But right there, Tristan, we see the senior experience of Feltz versus the junior experience of Egan. As that play was a mirror image of what happened to Egan there at the first half. But you can see Feltz just use his elusiveness to still keep the Marist offense within a reasonable field goal distance.
Yeah, you know, he had the man open on the outside, but instead of trying to make someone miss and keep his eyes up the field, he did really the smart thing and just tucked it and ran and picked up a solid gain of 5-6 yards.
So here's Goggle now. Good snap, good hold, and a good kick as that one is straight through. So I believe Coach Standard is going to talk to the official as Grant Holloman was charging from the outside to block that kick. And he really got held up on that play.
Yes, it was number 43. It was Dean Colton just reached out his arm and grabbed Holloman, really stopping all of his momentum. Holloman didn't even get the chance to lay out. That looked like might have been a missed call on the outside, but no flag was thrown. And good kick there from Goggle, just drilled that one. And Marist is up 6-0 here. 11 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the game, but St. Pius set to receive this kickoff.
So here is Goggle. He's hammered 2 into the end zone so far tonight. I would expect nothing different. $11 minutes, 5 seconds left in this renewed rivalry, as Goggle will boot this one away. And that is indeed a powerful kick way deep in the end zone, which will set up shop for the Golden Lions, and Reed Egan at the Golden Line 20. There you can see there Coach Stanner talking to his junior quarterback as he will run into play. So power option formation. There's shuffling around the line, trying to get the most favorable matchups. And Pius gives a go-ahead on the play. Going to go with an end around to Connors. Connors trying to get through the middle, trying to get outside, and a good job from that Marist team to crash. So Tristan, we are really seeing the two different styles of option. So far for Marist, it has been run the ball through the middle, and St. Pius has stayed out of that middle all the right, trying to break it outside.
Yeah, you know, they really haven't had much success up the middle. Dalton Wilson had one really big play, and I think Marist was expecting an outside run. Pius fooled him with that inside take. But Marist has just been pounding the ball up the middle all night. Really haven't broken it outside and haven't had much success outside. So two very different offenses that are essentially the same.
Yeah, definitely. Now they're going to go around to Klinger. And Klinger brought down by number 44, Adam Smith. So a good tackle there. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8. So just like that, it is 3rd down. Or pardon me, 3rd down and 5 here. A little bit more manageable as Connor Hill will run into play.
Yeah, big 3rd down here for the Golden Lions. Really need to convert. Need to keep their offense out on the field. Give the defense a little bit of a break.
So big 3rd down play. Hilda's on the outside. One tight end to the play, 2 wingbacks, 1 fullback. Mayer showing blitz. The pitch is to Klinger. Klinger's got some room to run. And Klinger's going to cut back up the middle, back upfield, and be sworn, but still enough for St. Pius 1st down. And now the fans wanting a flag for an extra shove there, but they are not going to get it.
Yeah, I think what they were looking for was Klinger's forward progress was clearly stopped. It actually took them a while to blow the whistle. And then when the whistle had been blown and he was out of bounds, he got a little bit of a shove. Wasn't taken to the ground, but definitely a shove when he was out of bounds. Nothing too bad, so no flags came flying. Still 1st down for the Lions. Good pickup there from Klinger. Got about 10. Only needed 5.
But one wide receiver out wide, that is Brennan Garrison. So now they're going with a pass play. Connors stay in the pocket. He fired into Spear over the middle. Spear's got room to run. Down the middle he goes all the way to the 35-yard line for Marist. A great job by Reed Egan to stay in the pocket, take the hit, and find his man as St. Pius will move the ball deep into Marist territory.
I think St. Pius is going to take a timeout, it looks like. Oh my goodness, looks like
I think they called the penalty. I think there was a holding call on there.
Not sure who that one would have been on. They're pointing over to the sideline. Really not sure what they're calling. Coach Stander isn't really sure what they're calling. He is not. I mean, he's standing there very motionless, but he is definitely livid. He is not pleased at all with that call. So that'll bring the play back. I think still 1st and 10.
And I believe that was the old ineligible receiver downfield call.
So we'll see if they move the ball back.
It was indeed an illegal man downfield. I have no idea who that would have been on. But nevertheless, that is going to negate a huge play and bring the Lions all the way back to their own 30.
They just took a 30-yard gain into a 5-yard loss. And so now 1st and 15 from the 30-yard line, just over 9 minutes to go in this ball game.
So 3 wide now for the Lions. Pass from Egan. Egan's going to fake. He's being pressured. He's throwing it down the middle of the field, and that one is incomplete by Egan. A great effort there from number 19, Patrick Sullivan. My goodness, I went to school with Patrick Sullivan growing up. I thought he was out, but he is still playing that safety position. And Patrick Sullivan, quite an athlete growing up.
Yeah, it looked from up here like he may have gotten his hands under that, but I think the officials are saying he was bobbling it, and when he hit the ground, ball must have come in contact with the turf. So basically an incomplete pass, but still a scary thought to think he had picked that one.
So Klinger in motion, route wide. They're going to go with Connors, and Connors has got a man downfield. That is Bannon, and Bannon has got it. Cameron Bannon all the way down. Coach Stannard pulling some tricks up his sleeve. He saved it in the fourth quarter, and it indeed worked to perfection. My goodness, what happened we see in this ball game?
You know, we saw a trick play early in the year against Grady where they tried to do a halfback pass similar to what Marist did in the first half, but I think I like that play a lot more. You get, you Connors out in the open field, give him the ball, he's got plenty of time, and just Fannin took off down the field, and he has the most sure hands, I think, on the team.
You know, Connors is a quarterback, so that perfect design. So fresh set of downs now, Klinger in motion. They're going with another pass now. Egan firing, he took off and run, and he got popped there. But a good job from Egan to get some positive yardage.
Yeah, the only thing I think Coach Stannard is going to have to work on with his young quarterback is
take the slide, man.
Take the slide. We see it every time he tucks it and runs, or if he just keeps the ball, he will never slide. He will always face contact head on, and I hate to say it, but he is a smaller guy, so sometimes it looks like he is taking some big hits from up here. So, but he pops back up, and he's good to go.
The jumbo package in the backfield. Connor held out wide. Mayer showing blitz, and the pitch is out to Klinger. Klinger's got some room to run, and Klinger's still running. My goodness, as he's going to get the first down. So Ransom Klinger showing why he is such a physical running back, and St. Pius is once again driving down the field.
And I think these guys for St. Pius, they are finally starting to play with some fire. You can see they after that pass from Connor, they are excited and they are ready to go. They are playing with a lot more energy than we have seen all game.
And a timeout for Marist as this fan section is starting to get into it. Not everybody on their feet over on our sideline. As St. Pius driving deep into Marist territory. 6-0 here. Touchdown would put them up if the extra point was hit through. And another dramatic game here during this St. Pius season.
And you know, I agree with that Marist timeout in the sense that their defense was looking a little bit tired. Looked like some guys were hobbling a little bit, so call a timeout, give them a little bit of a break. Let your defense get set again, maybe slow Pius's momentum, but at the same time, you just burned your last timeout of the half. So if Pius draws this drive out, let's say another 2 minutes, I mean, you have time to drive down the field, but you have no way to stop the clock if for some reason you need to. And, you know, that can come to bite you in the butt later in the game if, you know, there's another 3 drives after this possession alone. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Marist has no timeouts left. We'll see what they do here.
Fresh set of downs now for the St. Pius offense. They're going power option formation. St. Pius has got O'Reilly and Spear out there. Marist loading up the box. They've got 9 guys. They're going to go with O'Reilly now, and O'Reilly just tripped up by number 62, Charlie Ush. And my goodness, O'Reilly clapped his hands in frustrations as if he broke that tackle. There was he could have run for days.
Yeah, he had the hurdle on that one. Just Utch got his hand up and clipped O'Reilly and took him down. So 2nd and 10, no gain on that one.
So power option formation, 2 tight ends, 2 wing backs and a fullback. Here's Klinger in motion. They're going to give it to Klinger. Klinger's trying to get outside. He does. He's turning the corner. He lowers his shoulder and delivers a good hit on King. So King with a solid tackle there. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, and if you watch football enough, they always talk about a play like that where Klinger is just gaining extra yardage there, but that was a heck of a job of King staring down Klinger and taking him down, even though he knew he was going to get rocked, basically by a moving train in Klinger. So big 3rd and 5 here, 6 minutes to go in the game. St. Pius driving. Gonna have to take a timeout. Once again, we saw that play clock get down way too low. Egan was looking for the audible with just 3 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah, but I think they were trying to draw the offense off sides. You saw that fake there, the old free snap count that worked so well against Columbia last week. For this time, a more disciplined defense from Marist, as it is a big 3rd down here late in this 4th quarter. So ball now on the 18-yard line, and really, Tristan, now you gotta have decisions. As if you don't make this 1st down conversion based on the outcome of the game, I would think you would almost certainly have to go for this one. It's going to be interesting, though, to think what Coach Standard is thinking based on the option is, and based on the way Feltz moved the ball last drive. I would think they almost certainly would go for it here.
Yeah, it would be a tough decision. You know, St. Pius, if they can pick up about 3 yards, make it a manageable 4th and 2, I think they're going to go for it just because touchdown really puts you in the driver's seat in this game.
Yeah, so really got 2 downs to work with here. It's 3rd and 5. Power option formation. Marist has got now close to 10 guys in the box. They're going with the pass. Egan's got his man in the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown Lions. Ransom clear in the corner of the end zone. Will take this one home.
A great grab by Ransom Klinger. We saw Cameron Fannin also in that corner. He was covered, but Klinger was left wide open right by the pylon. Great read by Egan. And checked down the field, saw Klinger, delivered a perfect ball.
And finally the confetti flies here at Marist. Every critical extra point though. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it is good from Michael Matthews. So St. Pius waited 4 quarters, but they finally burst the ball in the end zone. 7-6 lead here with 5:47 left in the 4th quarter. My goodness, what a classic high school game.
Yeah, and we'll have to see because, you know, it's up 7-6. Definitely excited to be in the lead, but this coaching staff knows that Feltz and this Marist offense can drive down the field very quickly, or if they want to, they can basically eat up the rest of this clock. So we'll see. This St. Pius defense has a tough task right now. I bet they are talking it over on the sidelines. They absolutely know that they have to stop this Marist offense to give their team a shot at winning.
So now you mentioned, Tristan, that this was St. Pius' game to lose. So right there, they just gave themselves a good chance to win it, and I believe it has shifted over now. It is now Marist's game to lose. As effectively as they ran the ball last drive, it is going to take a heck of a performance from this St. Pius defense. But motivation in a rivalry game so big here, as we will see what is in store for the last 5 minutes and 47 seconds of this game. Sky cam down there. Nick Jones on the kickoff. And he is going to boot this one off around the 2-yard line, but hold up everything.
I don't know if they called offsides or maybe a false start. Oh no, I think they said the camera was flying and they cannot have the camera flying on the kickoff.
So that is very interesting. Yeah, that I believe is that, now that is Johnny Flynn down there, I believe, who flies the cameras at the home games, and he does it during the game for St. Pius. But I believe with that up in the air here at Marist, it is disallowed, so I got a feel for the kid down there as we're going to go ahead and redo this one. So we're going to go ahead and tee this one back up. Nick Jones. Good to see now. It seems this game, Tristan, he seems to be getting a little bit more under the ball.
Yeah, not quite usual. The line drive kicks that we're used to seeing. Maybe you can get it all squared away right here.
Yeah,
drive this one.
So King out deep to the left to return. Here's Nick Jones once again on the kickoff. And this time I think he got it. Yeah, give Nick Jones 2 chances to do something, and he definitely hammered that one long. So good job there from Nick Jones, not giving King a return. And it will be Marist ball at the 20-yard line.
So here we go. Felt, these are the moments that you live for right here. Just under 6 minutes to go in the game. Team down by 1. Possibly the biggest game of the season, and you have a chance to orchestrate a game-winning drive. St. Pius's defense has got to step up right here.
Well, power option formation. This time they're going to go around, and a good tackle there. That was big. Number 53, Andrew Jacod getting in the backfield early, and a good tackle to bring up 2nd down and 11 now. 7-6 in the 4th. If you're just joining us, we got a great game on store. So here is Phelps now with a play that worked so well last drive, and a good tackle there from Brennan Fitzpatrick coming all the way up from the safety position to make the play. So now 3rd down here and around 4 to go.
So we see that hurry-up option offense again. Big 3rd down here. Not quite 4-down territory yet for Marist, so if Pius can get a stop, might have a chance of getting the ball back here.
So Phelps this time is not going anywhere. Andrew Jacon read that play like a book. And it will be 4th down for the Marist team.
Yeah, you know, Andrew Jacon was sitting on that keeper from Phelps, was ready to go. And they're running a play in. I think they're going to go for it here. And honestly, this might just be the game.
This is the game right here if Marist does not make it. Coach Chadwick, no timeouts left in his pocket. Biggest play of the game right here. They're going with a pass. Phelps looking. He's got his man, and it looks like it hit the ground. They are not going to say it did. That was extremely close. But it will be a 1st down on that play. My goodness. Phelps is counting his blessings right now that ball made it all the way to the receiver. Oh my goodness. Nevertheless, 1st down for Marist. And Phelps this time going with that fullback fake quarterback keeper. Getting around 7 yards. Well, probably maybe 6 yards to bring up 2nd down and 4. Clock still running. Keep in mind that the Marist War Eagles do not have a timeout left. No chance to stop the clock and talk things over unless they should decide to spike the ball. And you can see that might be a problem. Phelps has got 15 seconds to work with on the play clock, getting his offense lined up. 2 wide receivers out right. On the backfield. Phelps rolling out to his right on the pass. He's looking, he's firing his man. He's got King, and King's going to hold this one in down to the 36-yard line. Now they are within yards of field goal range now. 7-6, a field goal would win it for Marist should they decide to kick one here as the clock winds down.
That would be big for Pius. Really need to do their best ability to make this essentially the last first down that Marist will take. Need to stop these guys here so they can either force a field goal with plenty of time left to give them the ball, or maybe just stop Marist in their tracks.
So now the playbook, the playbook opens up a little bit more. This time they're going with Gibson up the middle, and Gibson's got some room to run, and he's thrown down by Chris Braswell all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now if you're Coach Standard, you got to worry about those timeouts as he's got 2 left, because essentially if Marist runs the clock all the way down to an unimaginable amount of time to score, you're going to be in trouble.
You know, I think he's thinking about that, but I think he's more concerned about getting his guys up there. They still have a shot at maybe forcing a turnover here, turning this game around. And, you know, still a lot of pressure on the kicker to make this kick. So I think Coach Standard is going to save those timeouts as long as he can.
Power option, 1 man out wide. Time going by the quarterback keeper again. And good job there. The Lions defense stopping with a 2-yard gain. Second down now, here to go. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left on the clock. A dramatic football game here as we wind down. St. Pius 2 timeouts left, Marist none. On the 14-yard line of St. Pius. A 1-point lead for the Golden Lions. Here's Phelps under center. He's got 1 man out to his right. Pearson's in motion. This time they go to Phelps with a pitch. And that is Brendan Fitzpatrick firing out in the backfield to take down Pearson around the 21-yard line. And now a quick timeout there. That's what we were talking about. Coach Standard is going to take a timeout to give his offense some time to come back and win the game. My goodness, though, what a play from Brendan Fitzpatrick.
Huge play from Fitzpatrick. Really silenced that Marist crowd, got the Pius crowd fired up. And I think part of what Coach Standard is hoping is maybe he'll burn his timeouts and put some pressure on that kicker, because that kicker right now, it's looking like he is going to be the deciding factor. I think Pius has a shot at stopping Marist here. Looking at about 3rd and 11 from the 19, so definitely a manageable field goal, but you know, nothing is easy when you get rivalry game on the line. So we'll have to see what goes on here. Pius still needs a huge stop here on 3rd down, 3rd and 11, up by 1, 7-6. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the game.
So nothing like another Friday night dramatic football game here on SPX. Once again, I am Joe Reichard alongside student body president Tristan Otto covering this game as we are winding down to what looks to be an epic finish. So trips wide for Phelps. He's got a man under center. They're going with a pitch. It is King. King's got some room to run. He's just got to slide. Maybe he lost a tire there, but nevertheless, quick timeout from Coach Standard to leave his offense 1:57 left. And it is going to be 4th down and a kick from number 11, Joey Goggle.
You know, the only reason I think you might want to save that timeout there is because Marist cannot stop the clock, so they have to get their field goal unit out onto the field essentially with the clock running from the beginning and snap that ball. It's a lot of pressure for a kicker if you don't have a chance to, you know, regroup yourself during timeout.
Getting that rhythm, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I think Coach Standard did what, you know, he's a little bit more experienced as a head coach
Probably,
than I am.
I would think. Yeah.
I can see him calling that timeout, not calling that timeout. We'll see. Might have iced the kicker, but I think the real question here is if Grant Holloman, we've seen him all night, can win that battle on the edge, maybe get in there and block this kick.
Yeah, you know, Coach Standard has already told that official about the outside to watch.
And they are set up right there. There's an official right on the spot. Number 43, Dean Colton, still on the outside. So we'll see if he throws up that arm. That could be a devastating penalty here for this Marist War Eagle team.
So here we go. It's essentially going to be Holloman versus Coleman on the outside. And it is now Goggle versus the goalposts. Big play here. Here's a snap. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it is good. Joey Goggle coming through. 3 for 3 on the night. But now, once again, it is shifted from Marist game to win. It is now, once again, St. Pius's game to lose.
And they are still hounding the officials because if you notice, Colton, once again, not as obvious, but he stuck his arm out and clipped Holloman as he was coming around the edge. And it may not seem like much, but Holloman is getting a full head of steam, and that arm slows him down just enough. And I'm not sure what the official call on that would be if they did throw a flag, because it's not quite a hold. It might be illegal contact, if anything, hands to the face.
Yeah, he's just sticking that arm out really, and it is sort of like a hold, because he is sticking that arm out and grabbing almost the jersey to just slow Holloman just enough to get that kick off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the official call would be there, but Coach Standard obviously thinking that there should be a flag on the field. That one was much less noticeable, but here we go. St. Pius, this is their game to lose. They definitely have a shot to win this. We've seen them move the ball very quickly down the field. No timeouts, but a minute 53 seconds to go. Down by 2. Here comes the kick from Goggle.
And, you know, hats off to that young man out there. He was 3 for 3 on the night. He has a 47-yarder, and really hats off to him. So I would expect just a squib here as they are going to boot this one up, and Klinger's going to get a shot at a return. So Klinger's now from the 5. He's trying to break it inside the middle. He's trying to break it out wide. As that time he just ran back. He probably should have kept going forward as they're going to mark him down at the 20-yard line.
I think they're going to mark him short of the 20.
Yeah.
I don't even think he got back to the 20. I think he got back to about the 16.
The 15, yeah.
Started running more east and west.
Yeah, you got to run north and south.
So took about 9 seconds off the clock. Really didn't get much. May have been better to let that one go, but nevertheless, Connors in the St. Pius offense will start, which is probably the biggest drive of their high school careers to this point.
So here's Egan now. He's in the shotgun formation. Here comes the 2-minute offense. I saw them practice it on Wednesday in this same situation. So Egan now stepping up in the pocket. He fires it out to Wilson. And Wilson breaks a tackle now. There he goes. And Wilson stayed in bounds down the sideline. And he picked up another 20 yards to get down to the 45-yard line. Dalton Wilson showing why he's so effective. And once again now, it might come down to the St. Pius kicker as a field goal will win this game for the Lions.
And you know what it was there was Wilson. He has not really gotten a chance to run all night, and we see he can make people miss and just run people over. And he took probably about a 5-6 yard gain into about a 20-yard play.
Egan, same formation. He's got 1 out wide, 2 to the left. Egan stepping in the pocket. He's going to fire that to Wilson again, and Wilson just gets out of bounds. All the way down to the 49 now. They're knocking on the door.
Yep. Have been very efficient. Minute 25 to go in the game. Still down by 2 here, but they are right at midfield.
So essentially, Nick Jones's range is right about the 50. Got to get to the 35 if we want to give him an accurate chance to win this game.
Yeah, you know, I think they want to get down to the 35, but honestly, Coach Standard, I think he wants to get these boys into the end zone, seal this game in very great fashion.
He's got pressure from right side. He fires it to the sideline. And Matt Null there just couldn't squeeze it.
So here we go. Still after the pickup by Wilson on first down, just a 3rd and 4 here. That would have for sure been a first down. Went right off the hands of Null. I think he was thinking about running before he even caught the ball there.
Yeah.
Not the first time anybody has done that, but Coach Standard definitely not happy, but still have 2 downs and a minute 20 seconds to go in the game here.
3rd and 4, shotgun formation. Egan getting pressure. He fires it out to Wilson, and that's worked. All this drive, he's going to get down to the 38-yard line. So Marist will just not cover that flat route, as Egan doing a great job of staring down the face of the linebackers, bringing pressure and just firing out to his man. First down for the Lions.
And I think right here, the Golden Lions, they're at about the 37. I think Nick Jones, they would send him out here worst case, but I think they want to get him at least inside the 30 to give him a shot at winning this one.
So now option formation. This time they go up the middle to Wilson. Wilson's got room to run. Definitely in field goal range now, and Wilson all the way down to the 20-yard line. Dalton Wilson, my goodness. Could he be more clutch?
So here we go. It is going to be another fresh set of down for the Golden Lions, and they are getting the clock moving, which at this point is not a bad thing. At the 20-yard line, Egan, we'll see if he drops back or if they stick with Wilson up the gut.
They're sticking with Wilson up the gut, trying to get right to the middle of the field. I believe that's the last play they have to run before they're going to spike it.
They are going to hurry it up.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're going to go with the spike. It looks like they will based on how they're lining up.
So they are going to spike it now. 24 seconds left on the clock.
And that was second down. So they're at third down here. They are going to bring out Michael Matthews for the kick. And honestly, this might be a bigger kick than Goggles was.
Oh, my goodness.
Just probably 2 minutes ago, less than. 90 seconds ago, Goggle hit a field goal that almost sealed the game for Marist, and now Matthews with a shot to win this one. Biggest kick in his St. Pius career.
Here is Michael Matthews, the senior. Matthew Copeland on the snap. Lions down. Snap is good. Kick is up. A flag came onto the field, though. A flag did come onto the field as they're going to call offsides.
Are they calling an offsides here, or are they calling a false start? It is a offsides.
And I believe you cannot deny an offsides, as offsides is before the ball.
Yep, they whistled that one down. I think before he kicked it, just couldn't hear it over the crowd. So, if anything, I think that's going to let the offense stay out for one more play. No, it's not. They are still going to have Matthews out there, but a more manageable kick. We know that he can make this kick. We have seen him do it time in and time out. It is all about pressure at this point.
Yeah, the thing is, Tristan, is third down now. In case of a bad snap, Egan can just fall on it, and they still got another shot. So this is why you would really want to kick this on third down.
Yeah, in case of a bad snap, they still have a shot to win this game should something go wrong.
So here we go. They have not started the play clock yet. I believe they're maybe resetting it to 24 seconds. They are indeed. There it is. A dead ball foul. Here we go. Once again, Matthew Copeland will be on the snap. Reed Egan will be on the hold. And Michael Matthews on the kick. Ball at around the 20-yard line. This is a 30-yard field goal. Line is down. Snap is good. Kick is up. And it is good. Michael Matthews puts this one through. And the Golden Lions regain the lead and to 9. Michael Matthews coming through clutch.
Michael Matthews absolutely ice cold on that kick.
My goodness, Tristan.
He just took Matty Ice to an absolutely different level. He basically made that field goal twice in a row. Just an absolute great kick. And, St. Pius trying to keep their players as calm as they can. Don't want to jeopardize anything.
And now we can see
but nevertheless, we do have a kickoff here. We have seen King, and he is deadly on the return. He is very capable of taking this one all the way back.
So here we go.
So they change out the balls. They get the ball that official approves of. They are going to put it on the tee. Official still talking it over with Nick Jones, putting the ball on the tee. And we are almost underway. 20 seconds left to go in the game. 10-9 ball game. St. Pius on top.
And this student section is electric tonight. Here we go, finally giving it something to cheer about. 10-9, 20 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Nick Jones on the kick. He is going to hap it up and he is going to hammer this one away, but it's not going to be deep enough. King's going to have a shot at the return. So here's King from the 1. He's going to get to the 20 and a big hit there by the kickoff coverage team. Wait until he gets up to see what that was. And no better person than Forrest Whitlark to make that hit. So essentially Marist has got 3 plays. St. Pius playing a prevent defense. Keep in mind though, it does take a field goal for Marist to win this game. Cover route that is Gibson in the backfield. 2 out left, 2 out right. St. Pius only going to rush 2, going to drop 9. Here's a snap to Feltz. Limited pressure. Feltz has got all the time. He's going up the middle of the field, and that's caught by King.
And that should do it.
No, they do stop the clock here for a first down. They're going to bring the chains up. Myers getting back to the line. I would expect a spike here.
I wouldn't be surprised. They can't snap it until they get the chain set, so the clock will not start moving until they set the chains.
All right, so they are going to get the spike down. 6 seconds left. So now 1 play essentially is left. They did get into that Hail Mary range though.
Yeah, when we saw Feltz definitely has the arm strength to throw this one and get it just about into the end zone. I think they are going to drop everyone they have. You see 3 safeties out there. Klinger, Connors, Fitzpatrick. You see Dalton Wilson coming in, playing linebacker. And you just have a prevent defense.
Now Lions rushing 2. Feltz got to give his receivers time to get down the field. They're just going to fire this one wide, but I believe the clock did run out. And the Golden Lions are going to take this one home. St. Pius rushing the field now as they will win, breaking the undefeated streak of Marist. 10-9. Holy moly, what a game.
Yeah, just a great game from the Golden Lions. They fought hard until the end, had a rough first half in the sense that that field goal was blocked, but they came back. And I don't know if there's much to say here, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, that is just absolutely incredible. 3 field goals by Goggle, but it was Michael Matthews in the end that took this one home. So, ladies and gentlemen, what a dramatic fashion here. We are going to wrap this one up. Joe Reichert here alongside Tristan and I. We want to thank our whole crew, Christopher Desmelic, Andrew Barthart, Henry, and Christopher Desmelic. We got a bunch of crew members work this one out. And for all of us here at SPX, it is the Golden Lions taking this one home 10-9. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to thank you so much for watching another presentation of SPX. Once again, your final score, Golden Lions 10, Marist War Eagles 9.